pew 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 pew
That was early. He's coming in early now.
Robert's in a rush.
I think he's just getting sick of the pew pew. Is that it?
It might be running its course.
It's getting a little old.
It's like in How I Met Your Mother, how Marshall had walked 500 miles stuck in his car. After a while, you get sick of it. It comes back, though.
Yeah.
You fall back in love
Yeah,
with
I
it.
think so. I mean, I figured maybe a week away from it was just going to make you miss it a little bit. It did not seem like that
No,
was
I think
the case.
what will make me miss it is like the holiday break.
Like the 1 week off we have.
We come back in like in January.
Yeah, it's been about a year that we've been doing this now, huh?
Almost.
The pew pew. I think the pew pew was like a couple months in though, but I don't even remember how it started, honestly.
Pew Pew 6.
Pew Pew 6, that was what it started as.
Yeah. I don't know how it's. So I guess we should go back and listen to it.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Don't. And for today's podcast, we will replay an old podcast.
Inceptcast?
What if we just play the full podcast and then we do our podcast? So it's like a 6-hour podcast because we'll just recap that podcast after that podcast is over on this podcast.
We could do it Mystery Science Theater style, like where
we just make fun of it,
and it's just us talking. Yeah, making fun of ourselves.
We just Jocktober it. Yeah, that'd be pretty funny. We need to do that. We might do that as like a live thing, like
Drunktober Inception, where we get really drunk and make fun of Drunktober. Or no, it wasn't drunk. It was Drunkcast.
Damn it, we didn't do a Drunktober.
Shit.
Drunkvember we could still. I mean, that doesn't really go with anything.
No, it's like when car dealers, they didn't sell enough cars in October during Rocktober, so they like roll it over into Rockvember.
Yeah, where it's just like I don't think that even like you can't just carry that over the whole year, guys.
Jamtober, guys.
Jammed. But yeah, so what's going on? We got Robert back on the podcast. I mean, honestly, I think that's good for everybody listening because
we
looking back, hindsight is always 20/20, they say, and maybe we went a little long on football and Red Dead Redemption talk last week.
Yeah, we were like.
That's my bad.
40% football podcast, 30% Red Dead, and 20% what we normally do.
I'd say we were about 48% of the other two.
I just forgot to add in, so.
Yeah. We did do the segments, so that took a little bit.
I math so hard.
All right, this is Where You Been, guys.
Where you been? 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 Where you gone? Where you gone? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been? Where you been?
Do you want to lead us off?
Yeah, I'll lead us off.
All right, go ahead.
I was, as I told you guys last week, I was supposed to go to Worst Fest. That didn't happen.
That's just the worst.
I'll get into why for my not cool. But yeah, so I didn't.
I know. I said that's just the worst.
So
once again just walks right past that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep.
I thought that was clever.
I mean, it wasn't.
I definitely didn't see 4,000 people with Worst Fest captions on all of their pictures. They're like, these guys are the worst. We had the worst time.
I'm actually proud of all my buddies that went. They did not do that.
I mean, I get like it's kind of like you got to do it. I feel like so I'm not hating on it, but it was just like everybody else did this. It's one of those things like, yeah, I get why you're hopping on that joke, but it's a little overdone.
I just hung around my house and drank a lot.
Okay.
Like a lot.
Nothing wrong with drinking a lot.
And I didn't really play video games. I was so unmotivated to move, I didn't play video games. I was just sitting on my couch watching a fuck ton of football and a fuck ton of The West Wing.
Watching The West Wing?
Dude, it's such a great show.
That's what I've heard.
It's of everything I've ever seen, it's the best written show in the history of shows.
Okay.
Like the writing of every episode is so perfect. All the characters are written perfectly.
What made you watch The West Wing?
My dad used to watch it all the time. And
okay. Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, it's on Netflix. Me and my brother just started rewatching it not long ago, and it's phenomenal.
Rob Lowe's in it?
Rob Lowe. The I don't know his name, but the dick from Billy Madison. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
he's in it. Robert Sheen.
Okay.
Or no, sorry, Martin Sheen. I don't know why I said Robert.
Charlie's dad.
Charlie's dad.
Okay.
And some other people you'll recognize.
All right.
Janine Garofalo's in there for a bit. She's from the Blue School.
Really?
Katie Taylor. Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. So just hung out a lot.
Katie Taylor getting 2 mentions on the podcast already in a week.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Shout out.
Shout out Katie Taylor.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't really do a lot this week, even less than I normally do.
Oh, have you been? Yeah, I was gonna say, have you been playing Fortnite with the new NFL skins? I saw those came.
I haven't even logged on.
Okay.
Actually, I don't even think I turned on my Xbox this weekend.
Well, I saw the NFL skins came out, and everybody just made all the like jokes.
They made Michael Vick with the dog on his back.
Aaron Hernandez with a gun. You had OJ, obviously.
Yeah.
Jason Pierre-Paul with a firework or whatever the magic wand was.
It was great, and everyone's just taking pictures of going. They really did not think this.
Colin Kaepernick kneeling.
Yep.
They just made him go kneel on like a football field. That was what I saw, and I was like, "That's pretty funny."
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
That's
good move, Fortnite, for doing that. They probably had to pay out the ass to get those rights, though.
I mean,
I bet they're making a lot of money.
They made over $1 billion in a year.
That's true. That's true. All right, so that's where you've been then, huh?
Yeah.
All right, what about you, Bobby Jokes?
Where you been for 2 weeks?
So I went to the Renaissance Festival 2 Saturdays ago.
Nice.
It was pretty fun.
Did you get a big turkey leg?
I did not. My brother did.
Well, then did you even go to the Renaissance Festival for real? Shit.
I don't know.
Shit. Did you drink any mead?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't drink any mead.
I've never had mead.
I did. I did see Spider-Man though.
You saw Spider-Man is not in the Renaissance time period.
It doesn't matter. It's still pretty cool. It's themed weekend. Superheroes one of the themed weekends.
Oh really?
The week that I went was not themed weekend, but still.
Okay, so then that's a little off, right? Like that's. I mean, but I guess you got to get out of the way nowadays. Now it's like you look kind of sad walking around in a Spider-Man costume.
I guess.
Or you're in mourning.
There was also.
Wait, now does Spider-Man just like this is a little early or a little early comeback kid? But does Spider-Man have to be the black Spider-Man now? Because, like, it's a somber kind of Spider-Man for, like, a week or so. Like, like when a tragedy happens here, we lower the flag to half-mast.
Yeah.
And, like, you wear black to a funeral. Like, does Spider-Man have the black mask on
it's
and
not
everything?
really black Spider-Man. It's symbiote Spider-Man, but I see what you're getting at. Don't make me nerd this up. I'll do it right now.
No, but that was bad Spider-Man?
Yes,
a different
no.
Spider-Man?
It's too much to explain.
Okay. Then I'll just
it's just
right.
basically when the Venom shit gets onto his suit, Black Spider-Man, he's a dick.
Venom from the guy Venom?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not Venom from him.
But
like I said, it's too much to explain.
Were those both? Okay. Just continue, Robert. I'm sorry.
So in addition to that, I've also been wondering many questions.
Mm-hmm.
One of those questions that I've been wondering is, what is really the difference between tweezers and tongs?
Dude.
Size.
Just the size?
Size.
And what's the threshold? How big
Okay.
can or small?
Now you know what you're doing right here is you're opening up a whole type of ladle discussion. Is anything a tweezer or a tong? Like anything that you can clamp together, is it a tweezer or a tong? Whether or not it's good or not, like I would say a clothespin would be both, realistically,
See, that's the thing. So when?
I mean, they both have different purposes.
How do you know when it's separated? When it's separated?
I'd say tweezers will go up to about 2.5 inches in length.
I don't know.
Once you get to like 5 inches, I'd say that's big enough to be considered a tong.
You think that's big enough to be a tong?
Right. I mean, because think about it. I'm not saying my hand right here, but about 5 inches in each direction.
I don't see how you can decipher it. Like, depending, what are you grabbing? What if you're making tiny food?
That's like that
That's
right
exactly.
there, tongs. But tweezers, or maybe
tweezers, they sort of have like a sharper end,
maybe
don't
it's
they?
the gap distance that makes it. Maybe tweezers
I think
are
that
like
bases on the size, though.
under an inch gap difference, tweezers. Over an inch, tongs. That's where I'm going to put it at.
I mean, like, obviously the difference is that you pick up food with one, and
I could pick up food with tweezers.
You
could,
could,
right,
but
but like the
meant for
goal
plucking.
is, I mean, but like, dude, this is a good one. This is a good one right here. Like, I think you just derailed the whole podcast
Yeah,
now.
I think
In a good way.
or maybe over under a centimeter. No, centimeter's too small. I'd say over under an inch.
I think
is where I'll put the tweezer tong difference at.
Equal to the ladle discussion, though. This is like literally, I think everything that clamps together is either a tweezer or a tong.
Do you guys think I'm right though? Like, it's not the length of the thing. It's got to be gap difference that you got to be going for,
But I
right?
think the gap
Tweezer,
difference can vary based on the size of it.
This is
Well, it can, but I mean, you could also make something that was 13 inches long, but the gap was only an inch wide.
This is a classic hurt or injured situation, like in football. Like, it's definitely everything's definitely a tong. A tweezer is definitely a tong. Now, is a tong a tweezer? Because I feel like the tong just doesn't have the precision that a tweezer does.
No, see, I think you have that backwards. I think tongs are tweezers because you could use the tong to do that. Tweezers are not necessarily tongs.
I would disagree. I would say it's easier to pick up something with a tweezer than it would be to
how
tweeze something with a tong.
How are you going to pick up a steak with a tweezer?
Just very strategically.
Now, I could definitely tweeze my eyebrows with tongs. I could do it. It'd be
Right.
a pain in the ass, but I
Okay.
could do it.
Then just, in everyday world situation, what are chopsticks, tweezer, or tong? What are they? That's a tong, right? Because it's picking up food.
Tong. Gap
Okay.
difference, man. And you create the gap difference.
You're
with
right.
those.
You do. You do.
See, this is where I'm settling. My brain has just set it in that it's all about gap difference.
But it has to be connected.
But there's no like scientific
You know
evidence.
what? I
to,
think
like,
he's right
prove
on that. You can't call chopsticks because it has to be a connection. You can't have unconnected
Okay.
tweezers,
What
'cause
if
then
you
just
got the
two
kid?
sticks.
You get you suck at chopsticks. You got the kid chopsticks where they have to roll it together and they rubber band it. Boom.
Okay, then you have it.
That's connected.
Boom.
But those are. But that's.
All right. What about a clothespin?
That's connected.
No, but is that a tweezer? I would say that's more of a tweezer than a tong.
Now we're getting into the is anything that you can pinch with. And
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying
because we're not talking about ladles. A
but
clothespin
it's
is not.
no, I know, but this is the new one. This is the new ladle discussion. This is 2018. We got a new one.
Ladles make sense.
Yeah, so does this. You know those little hand things that like when you're testing like grip strength? Mm-hmm. What are those? Those are tongs?
Yeah, tongs. Because
Those are
it's gonna
definitely
be
tongs.
Over a gap or over an inch gap difference.
Yeah.
That's where I'm settling on this. I'm
Okay. Scissors could be. I would say scissors would be more tweezers than tong.
No, because when's the last time you had scissors that only opened an inch or less than an inch?
I've had
Scissors
some
or
shitty
tongs?
scissors before.
Scissors
You know,
or tongs?
okay. Remember in school, sometimes like you had the kind that you
The
could,
rounded ones?
You could change it for like left-handed people, and you could like slide them a little bit.
Yep.
But sometimes you got it stuck, so you could only like open it a certain amount. Then boom, those are tweezers right there.
But could you grab with something?
You could.
I don't know if it's that.
You could grab
fine,
pencils. I
if-
remember grabbing pencils and stuff with those
Good point. Pencils
Yeah.
less than an inch wide, so that would work.
Look, in school I didn't do a lot of learning, all right? But I did do a lot of fucking around. So I was able to pick up on little things like this. It's a very good discussion that you opened up here,
This is a
Robert.
good one.
And that's where I've been.
At Past the Grade Pod, what do you think? You know?
Tweezers or tongs?
Tweezers or tongs? Are tongs tweezers or are tweezers tongs?
Are we talking length? Are we talking gap distance?
Yeah.
We got like 9 questions we
I
can
mean,
roll off
like,
this.
my mind is blown. Like, do we even need an answer segment? Just give him the Gravies Award for best question right
Do we
there.
even need the rest of a podcast? Like I could do tweezers tongs for.
I was
2
really
hours.
hoping he was going to say something dumb so I could let Trump answer his question with a question. All right.
My sunglasses. Tweezers
I don't.
or tongs.
Yes, sunglasses. Tweezers. Those are tongs.
Definitely.
Those are tongs.
Gap difference, man. Look at that.
Yeah, that's meant for picking up food.
It's got to come to one point.
And okay, spin zone though.
there, but
Yeah, it
one
does.
point.
It does.
No, but the other side.
works.
Because you don't.
But you know, there's
tongs, you don't
cannibals.
go to the front,
Cannibals
you get
eat
it from the
people,
sides.
and you would argue that you put those over your head. So like, cannibals would eat your head,
Our
right?
arms.
Yeah, you put them on your arm.
No, I'm with Robert though. It has to come to a single point.
A single. Okay. Okay.
It's got to make the V.
Okay. I can see what you're going with, but like, let's I
Let's
want to
move on.
know. What do you guys think? Are tweezers tongs or are tongs tweezers? Boom. That was a good question. Very good.
So where you been?
Well, I've been watching a lot of football. Playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2. You got me on the treasure hunt, so I was doing some treasure hunting.
It's a good way to kill a bunch
It is.
of time.
It is. And there's a lot of steps to it. Kills a lot of time, and I didn't find it all on my own. I definitely cheated and looked online.
Oh, I cheated
Like-
right away.
I don't understand. I mean, I get why people would want to go through a whole game. Like, I don't want spoilers, but like, I'm the guy that's like, how do I find this fastest? I want to find all of the shit that I need to find so I can knock it out of the way.
Well, my first treasure hunt also, I hadn't unlocked like 60% of the map yet. And I was like, I'm not going to just remember to look for this landmark as I'm riding around this.
And if you beat the
10,000
game, then I'm
acre
not going to go
world.
for 100% completion. You got to be like, I'm the guy, if I'm going to do 100% completion on anything, I got to do it all ahead of time.
Oh, I'll do 100% the second time because I'm playing through, honestly, or I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Here.
Honorably.
Honorably, that's it. This time.
Yeah.
But as soon as I finish the story mode, I'm going back in and I'm murdering everything that comes in my path.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not in real life, but only on the game. We don't condone real life murder.
Well, we'll see. I don't know what my life's going to be like in a couple months when I'm done with the
All
story
right.
mode.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Been playing a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2. Watching a lot of football. Went to the dentist yesterday.
Ooh.
Or no, went to the dentist on Monday for the first time in 5 years.
What'd they say?
Well, I've had like I had a kind of a sensitive spot. It wasn't too bad, but it felt like my tooth kind of chipped a little bit in the back, and it was one of my molars towards the back. Like, I don't think that's good, and I kind of been watching it for about a year. You know, it's a spot where I always have to floss in this particular spot because food keeps getting caught in like one specific spot. And I was like, I don't think that's good. That seems like that's an issue. I'm just gonna wait until there's pain because I don't like going to the dentist. Didn't realize it had been a full 5 years since I had been to the dentist. But turns out that was a cavity.
So wait, you haven't been to the dentist since you started this podcast?
Correct.
That's dope.
Correct. So the streak is over. Alex's dentistless streak has ended.
That's
so
good.
you guys are carrying the torch right now for the longest time without going to the dentist.
I mean,
I don't know if anybody's going to beat it.
Well,
you got 5 years at least.
Well, when did we get kicked off our parents' insurance? 22 or 23?
It's 25.
25? Okay, so I'm at like 4 years then.
Okay. Yeah, so you're close. You're close. You're probably going to surpass me next season then.
Probably like 6 months before I got kicked off, or maybe a year before I got kicked off their insurance. I didn't go. So
yeah, so I went and like I was like, man, I am going to have 100 cavities. I bet. Like in 5 years, I was just like, there's no way I'm not going to have a bunch. And I thought this back one that I went for initially, I was like, that feels like that's going to be a root canal. I'm really nervous. Like I don't want a root canal. I had prepared myself for the worst. It was like it's the end of the year where your insurance kind of goes away, and I looked at my balance I had left and my spending, and I was like, fuck it, let's just go. I'll use up all that money. I used up most of that money, and I only had one cavity. And she was like, it doesn't look like your mouth doesn't seem like it's been 5 years since you went to the dentist. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, well, I wasn't getting all this plaque. Do you floss regularly? I was like, I floss multiple times a day usually, yeah. And she was like, see, I would always tell people that I would rather, if you could only brush or floss, I would rather you floss because that does the most.
yeah, I'm big on flossing.
And I was like, okay, shit, that's dope. But like, I remember a couple years ago getting into flossing, and it was a game changer. It felt like, and the dentists were even impressed with me because I was ready for them to just be roasting me. I totally thought I was just gonna be like, I've just heard that from people that haven't been to the dentist in a long time. They're like, you got it. What the fuck, man? And I was ready for that, and I was just gonna be like, all right, yeah. I didn't show up for 5 years. This is kind of what I get. And they were pretty cool. They were cool as fuck. They gave me a little goodie basket to take to the morning show. It was fantastic. I think that they gave me lots of sweets because I think they wanted my teeth to rot out, so I'll go back to them. But I get it. I got it. But I appreciate it. So Briar Smiles. Shout out to those guys. They're not even paying for that.
No, do you go floss, or do you go those little pick things?
I gotta go regular floss.
I like the pick things.
Last
time I went to, or not last time I went to Walgreens, like a month ago, they had them on sale.
I have those. I have one of those bottom retainers that's built in, so like you can't just pick it. Like that.
I got like 2 90-count bags of them for like it was like $3 and change.
Yeah, I need to get something to take
those.
with. Like I like to have those at like work and stuff to just kind of like if you're eating something, you can get that out.
But see, I'm also the dude that like if I'm eating and then I'm done eating, and there's like a Walgreens plastic bag next to me, yeah, that's floss.
Yeah,
that works.
Yeah, okay.
Or like the edge of a magazine.
I do that, or paper. Paper, like a piece of paper.
I prefer the plastic bags to paper though.
Yeah, that's true.
Plastic bag you can just keep using. Paper, you ruin it and you got one spot. Plastic bag, you're like, oh, I can hit the rest of my teeth now too. Here's
a question that I feel like is going to divide people. This is an embrace debate kind of thing. When you're flossing and you get a little hunk of something, is it disgusting to then eat that little hunk out of your mouth?
If you are flossing right after you ate, no.
Now, but it's like same day.
If it's like 5 hours later, probably don't. I mean, I'm saying, is it disgusting?
Because I do it all the time. I do it all the time.
Yeah, I still do it.
I do it all the time.
But I think it's probably pretty gross.
But people are like, ew, that's so nasty. I'm like, why? It's in my mouth.
Yeah.
It's my mouth.
It was already in my mouth.
It was there.
It's just going back in now.
Yeah, like it's not like I dropped it on the ground. Like
it's probably gross, but I'm gonna do it.
Is it though? Because it was like food. It's food, right?
I don't know, but I want to floss right now.
There's food that got stuck in your teeth, and there it's just there.
That's the thing, though. Usually, if I'm flossing, it's like right after I ate, and I'll be like, "Oh, I feel something."
I have a couple of teeth where it's like I gotta floss this one because shit always gets stuck in a couple of teeth.
Yeah, I got a couple gaps that.
Yeah, and I don't think it's that gross. I don't think it's gross at all, honestly.
I don't personally think it's that gross because
a lot of people have said that's disgusting, and I'm like, well, fuck. Okay, like what am I gonna do? Like, what do you just flick it on the ground? That's gross too.
Yeah.
Like, that's inconsiderate.
That's
like,
worse.
do I have to then go over it? I'm not going to floss over a trash
I'm
can.
getting rid of it. I'm not creating more garbage that's going into a landfill.
And also, maybe I haven't eaten lunch. You know, maybe this is from breakfast.
It's a snack to
yeah,
hold me over.
it's just I'm creating a little sustenance for my body.
Good word.
Robert, is it gross? Do you think?
PTG vocab.
Yeah, we should have a vocabulary word of the week.
Ooh.
No, I don't think it's gross.
No, it's not. Okay, I'm glad that we're all like. I thought this was gonna be more of a debate, so then we didn't even need to have a deep conversation.
Maybe
with Sally
people who
about
think
this.
that's gross are actually the minority.
Yeah, that's true. They're just a vocal minority.
Yeah,
that's happening a lot these
how
days.
it goes.
It's happening a lot these days. But yeah, I mean, if it's coming from like, yeah, I wouldn't like if Emma was flossing, I wouldn't eat it out of her mouth.
Yeah,
you know, but like that's weird.
gross.
That's weird. But it's just your own shit. You know, you're basically eating food that you already had.
Yeah,
it's like
you're finishing food that you already had.
It's like, yeah, you stored it. You know, like the squirrels store nuts in their mouth, right?
Oh my god, we're just human.
We're
squirrels.
just human squirrels. We're not so different. You know, we're not so different. So tell your dog that next time. The squirrel's basically me.
I like that.
Right?
I do love squirrels.
They piss off my dogs.
They're cool.
But I mean, flying squirrels are cool.
Now, San Marcos squirrels are some crazy motherfuckers.
Are
Anyone
they?
who went to school at Tech State, you know those squirrels don't fuck around. You got to be careful around them. They'll fucking jump you. Like
They run around in gangs, actually, literally.
My first week on campus, I literally saw 2 squirrels fighting. And like one of them took whatever they were fighting for and ran off to the side. The other one ran up and straight up Ray Lewis fucking tackled the squirrel, took the nut or whatever it was, and then ran off up a tree. And I was like, yeah, this is going to be a good place to be at school.
I like this. I'm sold. Yeah. I saw a squirrel fall out of a really high tree one time, and I thought it died. And then I was walking on campus, and I saw a guy like in front of me, and I was just like, he saw that, right? And he like turned around, and I was like, yeah. And like all I said, yeah. And I was like, good. I'm glad that we both experienced this together, and we just kind of like laughed. The squirrel looked like it seized for a little bit. Then it stood up and ran off, and I was like, okay, well, he's fine. Like, I was like, what's the protocol on this? I just watched a squirrel fall out of a tree. Do I need to act? Like, I'm the closest one. Like, should I? Like, where do I take it?
Give it CPR.
I was probably gonna walk past it. I'm not gonna lie.
Would squirrel be a good name for a dog?
Yeah, I mean, it can be bad. It can be bad. I like dogs with human names. I think it's funny.
I mean, my
Like
family.
William.
My family's
William's
always
a
done
funny
that.
name for a dog. I had a friend that had a dog named that.
We've had Sarah, Brady, Quinn, and now I just forgot the.
Well, Brady and Quinn are just named after other.
Yeah, they're named after
players.
Brady Quinn.
Yeah, I thought Brady was named after Tom Brady.
No, they were both. He was named after Brady Quinn.
Man, you guys really went all in on that one, huh?
Yeah, we did. Well, I mean, when we got him, it was like
Brady Quinn was going to be the greatest quarterback of all time.
It was 2006, so it was right in Brady Quinn's.
Dude threw
prime.
a great spiral. I'll give him that.
Threw a great ball.
Threw a great spiral.
Threw a good deep ball. Unfortunately, he was drafted by the Browns.
That's
or
true.
else he'd be on the way to a Hall of Fame right now.
He got a shot in Denver too. Didn't really work.
Yeah, but the
out.
Browns had already ruined him.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes goodbye is just a second chance. Shinedown always taught me that. Did he just drop a Shinedown lyric? Talking
Love me some
football?
That's our good buddy Tyler Thomason's favorite band.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he loves him some Shinedown.
All right. That new song "Get Up" that they got is pretty cool. But okay, I also did the Rod Ryan Show 5th meat raffle. That was pretty dope, dude. That was pretty dope.
I probably should have came since I wasn't out of town.
It was cool. It was benefiting the Lone Star Veterans Association. We did it on Veterans Day, and it raised a fuckload of money. I want to say it raised $17,000
God damn.
for vets. So that's pretty awesome. A lot of people were out there. The silent auction went well.
Thank you for your service to those who served us.
There was a Purple Heart recipient that was there and won some meat and stuff. That was pretty cool. But it was a fun time, and it flew by. It was the first one that I feel like we didn't really like worry about anything going wrong at all yet. And I guess we're just wily vets now doing it.
Yeah, you guys, you finally hit your stride.
I mean, Rod was pretty much the one that was running it all, and it was all because of him. But like, it went pretty smooth, and it was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward.
So
to
this is the 5th one you said?
It was the 5th
now?
one, yeah.
In what, in like 2 years?
2, yeah. So over 2 years.
Nice.
Yeah, we do about 2 a year.
Ish.
I offered to build some stuff for like the silent auction, but
Yeah, but they wanted good stuff.
I responded.
but my stuff was rejected.
So it was like if you could build, basically, if you can build anything and you want to donate to the silent auction, and
I sent an email saying I can build confidence, I can build criminal cases, I can build loads of stuff.
But he sent it to my work email. Like we usually just use our Gmail accounts or whatever to email one another for the podcast stuff. And I was like, I know Robert Barbosa. Could this be a different Robert Barbosa? And I clicked on it, and it was the address that you usually send emails from. And I was like, oh, I think this is the guy I know. And I was
doesn't seem really handsy.
Oh, he can build a criminal case. That's good. I was like, well, if you could build us a couple of criminal cases, we'd love for that. I just don't know how it would necessarily apply.
Are you a private investigator and we don't even know about it?
He's got fingerprints on his shirt.
Are you a dick? That's what PIs are called. They're called dicks, guys.
Are they?
Yeah. You've never...
Nope.
Neither one of you ever...
No.
Whoever's listening to this, somebody please back me up on this, that
Whoa,
PIs are called...
Please what you up?
Black me up.
Whoa.
Somebody please back me up.
I don't like to bring race into these things.
I'm going to Google this while you're talking.
I mean, you can look it up all you want, but I've never heard that, and neither has he, so we override that. But that's where I went. That's where I've been, is the dentist, meat raffle, Red Dead Redemption, and playing some foosball. So let me tell you guys, while you're looking that up, let me tell you guys about our newest sponsor. And
sometimes I just call them private dicks.
Private dicks.
But it's dick is
Are they dicks because they're trying to like ruin your shit?
A detective or a private investigator.
But what is the reasoning for that? Like, it's not short for anything, or what?
I think it comes
Dick
from
Detective?
Macmillan. I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
You read your ad and I'll find you the answer.
All right. Little M air fresheners, gang. They are the best air fresheners in the GD biz. If you've got a smelly car that's got you down, Little M air fresheners not only smell good, they look good too. They're made from paper and scented with essential oils, and those air fresheners are going to freshen up any space you got. They offer a variety of scents and unique designs, like my personal favorite, Out of This World, which it looks like it's in space, and it smells like fresh to death is the scent. My favorite design, actually, is the rad one. The rad one and the space one, which is Out of This World. Those are my two favorite designs, but the rad one does not come in fresh to death. Still comes in Miami Beach, which is a fantastic scent as well. They got Sniff and Tell, Smell You Later, Party On, and Be Cool. You can try out any of them. Try out one of each. Like, it's $2.50 to try it out. Why not just get all 6, you know? Test them out, see which one you like the most. I guarantee you're going to go back and you're going to buy more, because they are the goddamn best air fresheners in the biz. And you don't want to be one of those just squares that's driving around with a tree. Like, oh, look how original I am. I got a tree air freshener just like everybody else in the world.
You look like a jackass.
Yeah, you want to stick out. Be unique. So tell everybody you're the coolest motherfucker in the world. You listen to Passive Grave. You get Little M air fresheners at littlemshop.com. That's littlemshop.com. All right. You find out any more info?
The Random House Historical Dictionary of American Slang suggests the origin for dick hold on. They trace the noun dick in the detective sense to the 19th century, around 1864, to criminal underworld slang verb to dick, meaning to watch.
Boo!
So apparently in 1864, dick meant watch, which means that and I just lost his name. He played Gay Terry, the comedian. Played Gay Terry on Reno 911.
Nick Swartzen.
He's just ahead of his times with his dick watch.
Dude.
Right?
Dude.
I think there's only like 2 people listening that know
the
what we're
dick
talking
watch?
about.
Yeah. If you don't know what it is, just go
Google
look up Nick Swartzen dick watch.
Or just
wrist watch, I
watch.
think.
Yeah.
Because that was the joke. But I'm not going to spoil it. I don't like doing that. But go check it out. And if you haven't fucking seen Nick Swartzen, like, what the fuck have you been doing with your life? Because he is hilarious.
Got a pretty small watch, bro.
Everybody that's listening to this, I guarantee you know what he looks like when you see him. You just may not know the name Nick Swartzen.
Yeah,
He's from
from
Grandma's Boy.
Grandma's Boy, where he played Gay Terry on Reno 911.
Yeah.
So. Terry!
I loved it when he was rollerblading.
Gay Terry was always rollerblading.
He wasn't always. There were a couple where he didn't towards the end there, but usually he was.
He was the gay prostitute that they arrested all the time.
And the short shorts, that was pretty great. Besides Lieutenant Dangle.
Man, I'd love to go. Yeah, but he wasn't a prostitute.
Right, but he had the short shorts, and I like
Now
that.
I want to rewatch Reno.
Reno 911 was a very underrated show. It wasn't like the best show, but like it was a good.
I
If
feel
you
like
have
I was-
nothing to do and you're
a lot
killing
of the time, I
time,
was too young to appreciate the humor.
yeah. But like when you'd kill, if you were just killing time,
It was always on.
it was
so,
hilarious. But like it wasn't like a go-to show that you had to watch. You know,
Yeah.
it was pretty great though. Okay, so let's move on to our next segment. It's just Comeback Kid. This is just basically where we shoehorn in what's gone on this week, and we find a way to just bring it up without having to pretend like, here's a witty way that I brought up this topic that's also in the news. It's just-
Usually we don't explain this, so that kind of defeats the purpose. But yeah.
But now, we've had a couple of
Right
weeks
now?
of gaining listenership. We were getting some new listeners
I've been
or
wondering
readers
why
or
you've been
viewers.
explaining the subjects
Well, because
more,
some
but-
people are like, well, I didn't understand what that was for, and I'm like, well, now maybe if this is your first time hearing it, now you got this, and if you've already heard it, then just bear with us. You guys get what's coming up. It's worth it. All right, so this is Comeback Kid, guys.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week.
Bitch.
Let's start with our first Comeback Kid of the week. Fire's big this week.
Fire's real big.
Especially if you live in California. Not in a good way. Thoughts and T's and P's to all of you guys out there. Although I was told we're not supposed to give T's and P's anymore. Everybody said that's enough T's and P's.
Well, if you TP, they're on fire, so TP's just going to catch on fire.
Thoughts
So don't do
and prayers. Thoughts and prayers.
Okay.
That's the new hipster way to say thoughts and prayers. T's and
I'm
P's.
never going to do that.
T's and P's to all you guys out
How
there.
much of an asshole are you if you're trying to... First of all, saying thoughts and prayers does nothing. But instead of actually saying thoughts and prayers, you're just like, T's and P's, guys. Like, really? You got to come up with new douchebaggy slang
So I sound
for thoughts
hip,
and
dude.
prayers?
So all the youngins understand what you mean.
You know what else they would understand? The word thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, but I'm trying to just, they're too busy playing Fortnite to learn real words. That's what these kids are doing these days.
You don't have to play the sounder, but here's an unpopular opinion. That's probably why California is on fire, is because they come up with shit like T's and P's, and God hates them.
You're on your own on that one, Pat.
Yeah.
I don't agree with you.
There's a lot of reasons why I could say God probably hates California and keeps setting them on fire, but
Maybe a little biased.
Maybe this is a little soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they get set on fire like every 2 months now.
It seems it's the second time this year it's happened.
Dude, I was watching on the news, and I can't remember the name of the town was Paradise, California. 90% of the town burned down.
Yeah, and all these you're seeing all these celebrities.
6,400 homes in that one town.
All these celebrities are having their houses burned down. I
Oh
saw
no, my third house burned down. Fuck off, celebrities. Nobody cares about you. Regular people, yeah, we need to help them out and take care of them. Celebrities, you can go fuck yourself.
I still don't want you to lose all your shit, but
Oh, guess what? They've got another house full of other shit.
but that doesn't make it less. It makes it a
It
little bit
sucks.
easier.
Jared Goff's house was apparently super close to the fires.
Yeah. Did you? So I saw there's a lot of people like Kanye and Kim Kardashian West. I guess you have to say both their names together now. They have hired private firefighters.
To protect their home.
So you can hire armies of private firefighters, I guess.
Well, you can hire a guy with a hose.
What says private firefighters? Is that what that means?
It's
What it was literally they just
it's-
grabbed a guy off the street
no,
hey buddy.
It's some dude that fucking probably tweeted at Kanye like, "Hey, I'm a private firefighter. You want me?"
I feel like it probably wasn't that easy.
But yeah, it probably wasn't. But I feel like that's also totally possible. That Kanye just found some dude that said he was a private firefighter. Was like, hey, take care of my home. I'm Kanye.
Everybody laughed at people that wanted to build moats around their houses, and then the whole town starts burning, and that doesn't look like such a bad idea.
I wonder if having a moat around your house would stop a fire.
Last time I checked, unless there's oil in the water, fire can't go there.
But what if something fell?
You just make sure trees can't fall all the way across the moat.
That's what I'm saying. You got to have a big ass moat.
Yeah.
Big ass moat.
And then you also got to throw a couple beavers in there, throw a couple beeves in there. So in the event that a tree falls, they go and they try and, they get to work.
It's true. Plus, it'd be dope to have pet beavers.
Yeah, it would be dope.
But see, that's the thing. They would dam up your moat, and then fire could go across the dam.
No, but they're cool beavers. So
they're not angry beavers?
But we name them Daggett and Norbert still.
Of course.
We still name them that.
Of course.
And Beavis, because
And then
that
you
just seems like you got to name a beaver Beavis.
Of course.
Like, makes sense, right?
Damn, I want a fucking pet beaver.
Let's get some. I've been hunting beavers, so I feel bad. 'Cause I've been murdering some beavers. Not like on Red Dead. On Red Dead.
I was about to
excuse
say,
me.
did you tell Emma you've been hunting beaver? I mean, that might be a conversation.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but we're not gonna go down the Red Dead wormhole like we did last time. Fires are back. It looks very scary, and T's and P's to all of those in California out there. Hope that it gets better, but it's just like California is a tough place to live, natural disaster wise. Like, I know that we flood every time it rains. I understand that. That's H-Town's big problem.
Yeah.
California, like earthquakes, mudslides, wildfires, like that's fucking wild.
Celebrities.
I mean, but just I'm
gotta
saying, like,
deal
just
with all that.
natural disasters wise, like that's a lot of shit that can go wrong.
God hates you.
Oh, I mean, I think is it one of those like you paying the
But
price
then
of like you
people
living in
always
such
go,
a nice place?
Well, like, yeah, the weather's so beautiful though. Like,
You're
okay,
right.
but then there's like 7 different ways you could die every day.
That's true.
It's
But
basically like living in Australia
maybe though
with good weather.
that makes it worth it though, because it's like you get off on that like, oh, but it's so nice here,
And then
it's
you have
totally
to pay
worth
so
it.
much for everything.
And then every day you're just like, I'm more of a badass because I just avoided another earthquake today.
Like seriously, I guess this is the question: how much is nice weather year round worth?
It's like 70 every day, right?
Yeah, like all the time. So like, yeah, it's gorgeous weather all the time, but you have to put up with so much shit.
They also don't have water. They don't have a lot of water.
Yeah, your water is
They live in
not
a
clean
desert.
like once a month
They live in a
or
desert.
once a year. You have massive amounts of homeless people everywhere. There's just regular people fucking everywhere. Your highways
Well, I mean, like homeless,
suck.
like none
You
of
get
those
set
are
on
natural
fire
disasters.
3 times a year. You have earthquakes 2 times a year. You have mudslides another time a year. Like half the year, you're like, oh, the weather's beautiful, but I have to leave because something's trying to kill me.
But you can like surf though. So like,
Okay, so I guess that makes up for it.
I don't
That's
know
pretty
anybody
good.
that's ever caught fire surfing. So
I don't know how
Spin
is
zone.
the fire near San Diego? I never hear about bad shit happening in San
Malibu, wherever
Diego.
Malibu
It's
and
all LA.
Paradise
God,
is
just
like
hates
where
LA.
it is. But those videos of people driving through it are terrifying.
Right? Like, stop driving through it.
And like then like I didn't even think about it just like because we're not there, so I don't think about it all the time. But like I didn't realize like they were talking about how many people's cars just got burnt and they had to like evacuate and just abandon their cars because like shit's just catching on fire and like everybody's in this gridlock traffic, LA traffic, trying to just everybody's evacuating. It's probably a million times worse. And then the fire gets to your shit and you're like, we just gotta go. Just fucking take what you can grab and let's just get out of here. And all your shit's just gone right there. Your car's just burnt on the freeway and shit. Like that's terrifying.
Yeah.
So like,
Especially because once it's over, now you're going to have a bunch of fucked up cars causing more traffic on the freeway.
oh yeah.
Like, that's a whole nother level that people aren't even thinking about because their lives
But they
are
got to
destroyed
clear
right
all
now.
that shit anyway. Yeah, it's tough though. So I hope everything turns out okay in California. But are they
Yeah,
starting?
like, I talk shit about California, but you know, you guys are Americans.
I don't want people to
so
die.
I hope you're okay.
I don't want people to die. But like so,
T's and P's.
T's and P's to all. T's and P's to all. But like, is it because of cigarettes? Like people throwing cigarette butts out? Is it because of like lightning strikes?
I don't know.
Like,
I haven't looked into what started this one.
I feel like we never find out what it's from. You know,
God.
but just like they don't just start for no reason.
When God hates something.
Was some kid trying to burn ants and he fucked it up and did it too long and now, or somebody was trying to prepare for Survivor, learn how to make their own fire and they just let it go a little crazy?
I heard Jeff Sessions thinks that somebody was smoking a doobie and threw it out the window, and that's what started it.
Could have been it. Yeah, you always got to watch out for that.
Smoking doobs.
So, smoking doobies with my brothers, doobie brothers. All right. Our next comeback kid. Ooh, Stan Lee. Stan Lee is back now. Not Stanley.
This one hurts.
Not Stanley Hudson from The Office.
Nope.
Thank God. Thank God.
Whoa.
I mean, I'm a big Office guy.
I know, but like if one of them.
Oh, did you see? Okay, so I know that a lot of you guys don't know who Mike. Maybe you guys know who Mike Francesa is. Did you see Mike Francesa's reaction to this?
No.
Oh fuck! All right, keep like
Stanley.
Robert and Pat. You guys, this is your baby right here. I don't fucking know shit about Stanley except I get he was the comic book guy. Also, just I'm gonna bring this up after you guys like do your eulogy to him and like what he meant to you if you want to do that. I don't know. Everybody was doing this on Tuesday. Just get ahead.
Robert
guys.
doesn't want to talk when he's put on the spot. No, Stanley, yeah, the great Marvel comic book writer, creator, basically behind every superhero that you've ever seen in film or television. You know, he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, sweet prince. You know, just he's the if you still don't know who I'm talking about, but you watch the movies, he's the old guy that you've noticed in weird cameos in every single movie.
He was a FedEx guy in Iron Man, right?
Yeah, and the original Hulk, he comes walking out of the doors as a security guard with Lou Ferrigno. Like, they don't have any lines other than they're talking to each other as they walk by on the screen. I think that was the first one, was in Hulk. First one of like the new Marvel movies.
Right.
But yeah, he's gone, and the world is worse for it. He was a great man, great ideas, and he was just overall a delight. And I love him, and I miss him.
Here's what I wanted to talk about. Stanley got Me Too'd like a couple of months ago. And when he died, everybody was like, "Oh my God, what a tragedy!"
Do you even remember
because he was trying to,
were?
he was like sexually harassing all of his nurses and sexually abusing his nurses.
95 years old, and he pulled his dick out in front of his nurse. I'm sorry, where I come from, that's just called being a senile old fucking man.
Okay, well, it's 2018, Pat.
Also,
it's 2018.
It was in his house.
Well,
There were his in-home nurses. I'm sorry.
Louis C.K. was in his hotel room.
I didn't know you weren't allowed to take your dick out in your own home.
I didn't know you couldn't take your dick out in your own hotel room.
No. I refuse that Me Too. I refuse it.
So you're just saying no to rape. You don't care about rape.
He didn't rape
You're
anyone.
turning a blind eye
He never raped
to
anyone.
sexual harassment, Pat.
In this case, when you're a 95-year-old man, yes.
That's a little stay woke by me, though, guys. Like, we got to pay attention to these things because these people were trying to crucify this guy. There were people that were fucking like, how dare this guy? I don't even know if I can watch his movies because of this. And that was like the first thing that I thought.
He was born in 1923.
Dude, that's
I'm
like
sorry.
Red Dead Redemption time.
It's
like right after. Yeah. Right after Red Dead, though.
Like, this dude was born like right after the First World War.
He could have been in the game, almost.
Like... That's what I'm saying. He was
What if that's a
95
deleted
years
scene?
old.
The deleted scene at the end of Red Dead Redemption, you see him being
for
born.
years and years and years, dirty old men being fresh with nurses was always funny and it's hilarious. And then Stan Lee does it and they're like, no, not cool because I think I can make money off of this. Fuck you. You're a nurse for a 95-year-old man. If you don't expect to see his dick, then you have no idea what you're doing as a nurse.
I understand what you're saying, but I just thought it was a little ironic that a lot of these people that were crucifying him a few months ago were like, "Oh, what a real tragedy. We lost a great person." But it's just like, okay, so when Cosby dies, guys, I want these exact same, like, he was America's dad. He was this.
Well, that won't happen because Cosby actually raped like 23 women.
I mean, he was convicted of it too. I get that. I get what you're saying, but like,
and all Stan Lee did was pull his dick out around a nurse going, "Ha! Excelsior."
I'm just saying. Okay, what the fuck does Excelsior mean?
It's just like
I tweeted you
shit.
guys. I was texting you guys. I mean, not tweeting you guys. We text amongst each other in our group, and you said we could name this episode Excelsior. And I was like, "What is that? A Stan Lee thing?" And then Robert's like, "All right, Pat, it's just gonna be us. Alex, you're suspended." And I was like, Okay, obviously it was a Stan Lee thing. What does it mean? Was it a superhero
honestly,
phrase?
I don't even know what it means. It's just always like.
So you can't even give me a real answer
is
to
it.
it.
Supposed to have a real thing? I've always just known that Excelsior is a Stan Lee like phrase or saying or.
Yeah, it's just like a catchphase.
Yeah.
Used
like
in the name of
Excelsior.
hotels, newspapers, and products to indicate superior quality.
Here's what I always thought. Excelsior was like, it's like some shit that a comic book character would yell out in 1964. Excelsior! And then let's go fucking get the bad guy.
Urban Dictionary says, a phrase often shouted after successfully completing a mission. A famous South Park episode depicts Al Gore shouting, Excelsior! after defeating Man Bear Pig. Unfortunately, Al Gore is still searching for Man Bear Pig in real life.
But yeah, no, it's just like an exclamatory phrase. There you go.
Okay.
But it's Stan Lee. That's his thing. Like
in Star Trek, the Transwarp Test Bed cruiser commanded by Captain Sulu, although the Transwarp project itself was a failure, the Excelsior became one of the most widely used ships in the Starfleet.
That's
so it's a Star Trek thing as well.
Said trans like 9 times. I'm pretty sure that's not the correct.
Transwarp Test Bed.
Wow.
The Transwarp Test Bed.
I'm pretty sure it's just a warp. That
are you saying
that's how the warp felt inside?
Are you saying transgenders don't
transgenders? Whoa.
Well, that's part LGBT.
Whoa.
LGBT.
Bro.
That's part of it.
Whoa. Call a transgender and see how they react in 2018. I don't know, but I'm assuming probably not. Well.
It's all right. Just like, hey, just asking questions here. So there's no offense meant.
All I know is
intended.
the term changes every 2 months.
Is trans offensive? If I say trans, Are you trans?
Fucking probably.
But if I was like, Pat, are you bi? Is that offensive?
Probably. What isn't offensive in 2018?
You're right. But is trans an appropriate question to ask? Like trans or transgender? I think transgender is okay.
No, I'm fucking with you. I think it has to be okay.
Yeah.
Because that's the
official But you're saying that transgendered people don't deserve the same warping rights as others? Is that what you're trying to say in Star Trek? Because we need to address this with Star Trek.
That's a good point. Somebody tweet at Roddenberry.
And what's his face from, God damn it, who played Spock?
Well, he's dead. Leonard Nimoy's dead.
Well, no, the fucking, what's his?
Oh, the new Spock.
Oh my God. No.
Zachary Quinto?
No, the fucking main guy. He's on the Priceline negotiator guy.
That's fucking Kirk, you dickhead, not Spock.
Okay, well,
That's
I didn't
William
watch
Shatner.
it. Yeah, William Shatner was the name.
By the way, if you don't follow him on Twitter, do it. He's a dick to everyone, and it's hilarious.
Is he?
Yeah.
I gotta follow him then.
He's fucking. All it is people like responding to a previous tweet, like, "Well, that's pretty rude." And he's like, "Yeah, well, I'm fucking William Shatner. Go fuck yourself." Blocked. He does that all the time. He's like, blocked. He's such an old cranky dude.
Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to bring up the Me Too thing. I feel like I didn't see that anywhere, and I was like, am I the only fucking person that remembers this? I Googled it and was like, yeah, I see all these allegations right here. But just like
allegations.
But today, in today's day and age, everything that's an allegation happened, Pat.
I'm sorry, if you're the primary care nurse, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be able to see his penis because it might need some nursing.
That's a good point you're bringing up. Were you sponge bathing his dick? Sponge washing? I don't know. We're moving. Let's move along. Sponge bathing his dick. You would not be giving. You would be giving somebody a sponge bath, but you wouldn't be sponge bathing someone.
I think that would be the term in that vernacular.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
PTG vocab.
Moving on. Hook'em is back now. The University of Texas. I have been against saying that. I was fighting it the whole time when they had that run after they lost to Maryland, and I was like, I just don't think they're back yet. I think they're a year away from it. They lost 2 games in a row.
Back to almost
they came back. They beat Texas Tech this last weekend, but that wasn't the story that's making me say Hook'em's back, because Tom Herman, coach of University of Texas, formerly an assistant coach at Ohio State, he got some text messages from like exiled Ohio State coach Zach Smith. He was the guy that got Urban Meyer suspended over because he beat his wife.
Beat the shit out of his wife multiple times.
And then Urban Meyer knew about it, allegedly. Urban Meyer allegedly knew about it, but very likely knew about it, and then just didn't say anything. That's why he missed the first 2 games, because they gave him such a harsh penalty. And, Ohio State was like, we definitely are not keeping him here only because he's a good football coach, because we think this was just, it was just a misunderstanding. But, I mean, I'm of the mindset that, like, I think that, like, a football coach should worry about football. Now, I'm not saying that it's okay to hit a woman, but, like, if I go to work and you go to work and we work at the same place and you're going home beating your wife, I don't necessarily know about it. It's not my job to know about it, because that's not happening at the office.
But once you're told and you're my boss.
Right. When I get told about it, then ball's in my court. But they were playing it like he didn't know because he doesn't know how to work a phone. I think Urban Meyer definitely knew what he was doing and just fucked it up. But so this whole thing is happening right now, and Zach Smith got exiled. He got banned. He got kicked out of Ohio State and all this stuff. He can't work. He's probably not going to work again in college football for sure. And
no, he's never fucking.
No, but he sent a text to Tom Herman. Shit, and the link I had for it went away.
I've got it pulled up if you need to look.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, go ahead. Dude.
No, the whole.
Scroll back up. I'm at the bottom now.
Okay, it's got the whole text thread.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Actually, and it doesn't even have all the tweets either. Like the first one when he and here's the biggest shit back thing about it is not only is he calling out Tom Herman all these tweets saying you cheated on your wife, he's tagging Tom Herman's wife in every one of these.
Okay, and we'll get to that here in a second. But so Zach Smith, he's done. He's just he's one of those people that, as the Joker would say, just wants to watch the world burn right now. He's trying to he's on a sinking ship. He's trying to take as many people as he can with him. Now, I wasn't there. I don't know what fucking happened. If Tom Herman cheated on his wife, I don't agree with that. I don't think that's not good. But, like, this guy's just going after people, and he's doing it like the way a crazy person would. He's acting just erratic.
Yeah, one of the tweets, he's like, remember when you told me that your wife caught you cheating on her with an Ohio State intern or like recruiting girl or whatever? Like, but like,
Okay, so that would obviously be dealt with by them. Why are you bringing it up again?
Dealt with it.
But
now he's trying to bring up like, remember when you fucked the Asian girl in the Asian masseuse parlor, and then tagged his wife again? Like, this dude's just gone crazy.
Yeah, he was
but
definitely.
You gotta. Does it show the text that he sent to Tom to kick off this whole hook 'em thing?
Yeah, he was definitely losing his shit. I'm just gonna read like the last couple of texts that he sent. So he screenshotted all these, like not Tom Herman, Zach Smith, the guy that's trying to expose allegedly Tom Herman for all these wrongdoings. He's just like on a mission to bring this guy down, and he like was tweeting out the other night all of like the screenshots he sent to him, and like it's just blue dots from him, which on an iPhone just means you're sending out the text. Like there's no real responses on all of these.
Because his whole thing was he goes, and I told Tom I was going to do this, and here's the proof.
And here's the proof.
Screenshots.
So this is just the last couple of excerpts from it. This is from Zach Smith to Tom Herman. It says, I'm now on a mission to expose the bitch you are, because boy, are you the biggest bitch alive. You lying, disloyal coward. You can't silence me and never will be able to. So own your shitbag self, because now, after you decided to ruin me, I'm going to expose who you are, courtesy of Michelle. And then he sent a little kissy face emoji, which is weird. That's kind of psycho shit to send.
Yeah, if you're a grown man sending that in anger,
that's weird.
You've lost it.
And then he says, and several coaches have reached out to me to expose you, because as they said, who is he to condemn you when he wasn't living right? And
he also wasn't beating the living shit out of his wife.
Cheating on your wife, not okay. Not saying it's okay. Totally different thing than beating your wife.
It's not criminal.
Totally a different thing than beating your wife. It's a shitty thing to do. Totally not the same thing.
You can't go to prison for cheating on your wife. You can go to prison for beating the fuck out of her repeatedly.
He said, because, who is he to condemn you when he wasn't living right? And they were so right. Send Courtney more money, bitch, all in caps.
Courtney's his wife, Zach Smith's wife, that he beat the shit out of. Just for context there.
Oh, to keep her quiet then, I guess?
Yeah, no, he was sending, well, apparently they gave her money to help her like finish in nursing school while she was going through the divorce.
Oh, okay. Well, he says, I'm going to share everything about you, including all the pictures I've taken of the shit you did. So tell Randall and all your cronies to stop, because I'm ready to expose the fucking cowardly bitch that you are. So he sends all that shit like, I'm going to fucking bring you down, motherfucker. I'm going to end you. Tom Herman.
I just kind of pictured what's his name from Breaking Bad there, because he just kept calling him a bitch like 9 times.
Jesse Pinkman.
Bitch.
Fuck you, bitch. I didn't even think about that. That's pretty accurate. That was something Jesse Pinkman would have definitely sent in a tweet or a text. But then Tom Herman says nothing this whole time, and then finally replies and says, "Okay, cool, hook 'em," and has the fingers up rock / hook 'em emoji. So good. Okay, cool, hook 'em. Just like, all right. Like, I'm going to try that, but with my team. Like, anytime, like, if you ever come at me, Pat, like, I'm just going to be like, all right, go Giants. Let's go Giants. Or, like, Sam Houston's thing was eat 'em up cats. Just like, all right. Robert's going to be like, fuck you, Alex. You're real stupid. I fucking hate you. And I'm like, all right, man, eat 'em up cats. Let's eat 'em up cats.
See, that I don't think that would work as well against me, though, because going to Texas State, mine was also eat 'em up cats.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
But was it with a K?
No, it was not.
Oh, so totally different.
I forgot you guys spell Bearcats wrong.
We spell it correct.
I mean,
it kicks ass. K for kick ass.
We're not one to talk. We called ourselves Southwest Texas State until almost 2000, when we're not in Southwest Texas. Yeah. Actually, I think it was through 2000. I don't know. I didn't pay a lot of attention during orientation.
Yeah. Not many people do usually. I don't think. I think that you're supposed to. Maybe more people do than I think, actually. But it was just funny that, like, that's all, like, Tom Herman was like, the world is burning from underneath you, allegedly, to this guy. And then, cool, hook him, bro. Which just shows me, like, he didn't do shit. And then I got a little update on it. So Tom Herman's wife, who was involved in all this shit, apparently, she changed her Twitter bio to hashtag okay, cool, hook him. Michelle Herman at awesome. Bell, BELLETJH. Go look at her fucking thing. It says hashtag okay, cool, hook 'em with the emoji he attached. And it's like, all right, I think she's probably gonna believe Tom right now.
Because I know it. Like, when he first sent that out, some people were like, well, how do we even know that's Tom Herman? Like, officially that said okay, cool, hook 'em. But then, like, listening to Sports Talk driving in this morning, all the guys who have actually talked to, text Tom Herman, like, hey, you know, we got to do a show this, blah, blah, blah. Tom, he ends everything with hook 'em. Like, with that exact hook 'em. Because, like, apparently he did at U of H, too. Like, as soon as he'd end a text, he'd go Cougs. That's just his thing as the coach. Is okay.
I love that.
I'm the coach of this school, so everything I say is going to be associated with doing it.
We are basically like coaches of Pass the Gravy, right?
Yeah, of course.
So should we start signing off every text or anything with Pass the Gravy, bitch?
Okay, cool. PTG, bitch.
Pass the Gravy, bitch. I'd be like, that just seems a little aggressive.
Or should we
is
say?
he calling me a bitch? No, it's a thing I do. Don't worry
Okay,
about
pass him.
Oh, pass him. Pass it, bitch. Pass it. Like, pass what? What?
Oh, yeah, pass. I think pass it would be better than pass him.
Pass it.
Oh, I like that.
I like that, too. But I like pass the gravy, bitch.
That's
I don't
just
know.
too much, though. You got to quick pass it.
Pass it.
Pass it.
Pass it.
I like that, dude.
Yeah. All right, pass it.
I like that a lot better than pass the gravy.
And
bitch.
that's going to be how I text
It's too
everybody
much.
from now on. And they're going to be, what? Well, we got to find, what's the emoji to go with it?
I don't know.
We got to find an emoji.
I don't know.
All right, you work on that. We'll work on that.
it.
But yeah, it was just like shit, dude. That was crazy that he's trying to like take him down and like just to stay that calm, which shows that I feel like he didn't do anything. But then like saying like I'm gonna show them all the pictures of all the fucked up shit you've done. Like, what do you have pictures of, man? Like, were you getting your buddy like?
All you did is you said he cheated on her a couple times. Apparently, that's been addressed.
Well, he was saying it was at like massage parlors and shit. But like, were you at a massage parlor with your boy and like filming him getting like a hand job? Or like just fucking like, dude, Pat, you keep going, bro. I got this. This is gonna be a good highlight reel.
Now this is not.
Way to
gonna
use
be
your
it.
hips.
That one for pass it. It's just two hands open side by side. Like,
Pass.
Peace, sir. May I have some more? Like
Maybe.
when his hands are in a cup.
You know what? This is another.
I
one.
didn't even know that was an emoji. That just made me laugh.
We're gonna leave this one up to you guys. You're gonna just say
yes.
pass it, and then just you insert whatever emoji you think is appropriate at PassGradyPod, at Alex J Middleton, at Not Pat Dion,
It's better
at
to leave it up to
Robert
them.
Barbosa 03. Just say pass it, and then
Here's the
whatever
thing, though.
emoji you
If
think
they
is
vote
appropriate.
That the eggplant is the appropriate one to end it with. Is that where we're ending it with?
I mean, I don't see why not.
That sounds good to me.
Because then they're like, "What's up with Pass Grady? We all got big dicks, yo."
Pass it, dick.
Pass that dick, bitch.
I like that.
I don't want people to think we're saying pass that dick. That seems.
Well, if that's what the
That's a very rapey vibe we might be giving
if
off.
If that's what the listeners deem appropriate, then so be it.
Yeah, it's true. We're leaving it up to the people. All right, our final comeback kid that I got at least is Pikachu or Pokemon. Pikachu, Pokemon, Pikachu.
Don't be you're not fucking
No,
50
but
years
like-
old. It's not Pokemon. It's Pokemon.
Pokemon.
There you go.
Pokemon is back with Pikachu, right?
Yeah.
Because Detective Pikachu
Detective Pikachu.
is a thing that they're putting out.
Yeah. It's a dude. I know you weren't thrilled about this. Me and Robert are actually. I wouldn't necessarily say pumped is the right one, but I think this movie actually looks really funny and really good.
I mean, it's a weird concept for sure, but like my whole thing was just like I feel like the people that came up with it had to be stoned out of their mind.
Oh, super high.
When they came up with it. Just
Like
like
in most movies, I would assume that's the case.
I think I'm gonna watch it for sure. I'm probably gonna go see it in theaters, so it's gonna get my money. But it's just I don't expect anything out of this movie. I don't have any expectations
Well, as
of it
more
being
trailers
good.
come, we will see more.
We have the trailer. No, we don't have the trailer. We do. We don't. But it's weird. It's a weird concept of a movie.
Oh, it's weird
Like,
as shit. Like
if I told you there was a
finally do
Pokemon movie.
you're finally doing a live action Pokemon movie with real people. Okay, cool. So who's the trainer? No, we're not doing a trailer. It's a kid whose dad was killed and he was a detective. And
What happened to Ash? Don't worry about it.
And a Pikachu that he can hear is also a detective is going to help him trace down what happened to his dad. What?
Where did we get this plot?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't he electrocute everything he touches?
Doesn't matter.
No, we'll figure it out.
Doesn't
We'll
matter.
figure it
we
out.
have Ryan Reynolds to do the voice, so it's going to make all the money in the world.
They had to have like Ryan Reynolds sign like a deal that he was going to do so many movies, and that
No,
studio was like, we just got to figure out something else for him.
I disagree. I think somebody came to Ryan Reynolds with this idea and we're like, dude, you get to play Pikachu. And he was like, fuck yeah.
Because he knows that it's got like
Fuck yeah, I want to play Pikachu.
every kid's gonna go fucking watch this.
Well, also that, but like, he's Ryan Reynolds. He's a goofy fucking guy. Tell me he doesn't want to play Pikachu.
Oh, ooh, here's an embrace debate type
I wouldn't be
question.
surprised if he heard this movie was being made and that they needed a voice actor for Pikachu. And he was like, yeah, you go fucking get me that role. I want to be Pikachu.
Okay, is a Pokemon, like Pikachu? Is he considered a superhero?
Him specifically of the Pokemon,
Like
I
the
could say
Pokemon.
he could be a superhero of Pokemon because he's.
So then, like
You know,
Ryan
he's
Reynolds
he's
is double
Ash's
dipping.
Pikachu.
Then he's double dipping,
Triple dipping.
trip dipping because he was Green Lantern, right?
Yeah, he was.
You're right, Green Lantern. So he's been Marvel, DC, and now he's at Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Okay, it's not. It doesn't sound as cool. Nintendo is cooler than the other two, I would argue, but like Nintendo just doesn't sound as cool as like a comic brand. But I don't know. I'm gonna see it. I'm expecting like a Ted 2 type movie though. What?
Breaking news, and this fits right into Comeback Kid. Creepy porn lawyer Michael Avenatti, who is Stormy Daniels' lawyer. He was arrested on domestic violence charges.
What do we say here on Passive Gravy, guys? Hitting women is not okay.
Not cool.
It's not
Don't do
okay. It is not okay. We just had a whole segment about how it's not cool to hit your wife or to hit women in general at all. Okay? Yeah. Cool. Eat 'em up, cats. Or no, pass it. God damn it, I fucked it up.
Pass it.
Pass it. All right. Cut that, Robert, and we'll just go back. All right. Okay. Cool.
Hey, you just hit a bingo square.
Pass it. Yeah, I did. All right. Now, let me tell you guys about Blue Apron real fast here. Blue Apron, guys, is the leading meal kit delivery service in the United States. While many people know what they do, there's a lot that don't know about all the great types of meal that you're going to eat when you use Blue Apron. You're not just going to have burgers for dinner. You're going to be making short rib burgers with hoppy cheddar sauce on a pretzel bun. You're going to be preparing seared steaks with mashed potatoes, green beans, and crispy shallots in under 45 minutes or less, and without having to make a trip to that pesky grocery store. They offer 3 different meal plans: a 2-person plan, the family plan, and the wine plan. You pick which one you want, and you can get involved with Blue Apron today. Here are some of the items that you're going to get from Blue Apron if you go to blueapron.com/PTG this week, or the week of November 19th. So this is for next week. You're going to order this week for next week is basically what I'm saying. God damn it. They always give me like the worst Do
you need me to get over there and help you?
It's Dukkah spiced beef and couscous.
D-U-C-C-A?
D-U-K-K-A-H.
Oh, I got no clue on
Dukkah spiced.
probably.
Dukkah spiced beef and couscous. It looks really fucking... It looks like one of those Chipotle bowls. That's what it looks like to me.
Ooh.
Chicken over farro salad, shrimp, or crispy shrimp and cilantro rice, whole grain pasta, lo mein noodle stir fry, Indian style stewed lentils. That looks interesting. Jalapeno burgers with smoky roasted carrots and goat cheese, and crispy chicken schnitzel. If you can ever get a schnitzel, you want to get the schnitzel.
I love schnitzel.
I've never had schnitzel. Wiener schnitzel, right? It's like sausage. Okay, so I have had schnitzel.
Yeah.
I did not put 2 and 2 together there. But yeah, you can get that all, like I just said, blueapron.com/PTG. It all sounds delicious. You can get it all right there. We're even going to give you your first 3 meals for free at blueapron.com/PTG. Blueapron.com/PTG. Get your first 3 motherfucking meals for free at blueapron.com/PTG. It's Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
It's pronounced Dukkah.
Dukkah. Oh, is that what he was listening to, like a pronunciation, I think?
Yeah.
All right.
I Googled it.
Googled it. Okay, let's get into not cool, and this is just, it doesn't have to be like something that's a big deal that's happened. It's just, a lot of times in your life, you're just like, man, that's not cool, man. And this is the segment where we just discuss an instance, or maybe several in the last week since we've talked to you, where there's something that's happened that just made us say, hey, man, that's not cool.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
I've got a couple. My first one is just people not doing their job, and it starts with me not doing my job. It starts with me not doing my job, and then it leads into another company continually being shitty at doing their job.
Seems like you're trying not to be specific.
No, I'm gonna fucking name it. It was Dr. Pepper. I
Whoa.
love their
Whoa.
I love their product.
Whoa.
Don't get me wrong. I will never stop drinking Dr. Pepper.
Does it really make vaginas smell?
No. But they are the worst run
did you not hear
fucking
that?
company I've ever dealt with. Oh yeah, growing up it was a big thing.
You didn't hear that rumor?
But
I've heard of
okay,
that.
well
Okay.
stop
I'm just-
sidetracking it,
I'm just
asshole.
laughing at how confidently Pat said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's a scientist.
No, I've done this before. I've called out
you
Dr.
ran
Pepper.
like a
They're
pH
fucking
test?
assholes and they're terrible at doing their jobs. They make a great product, but the people that ship the product to the others are fucking awful at their job. So it all started off, I'll say it, I'll admit it, I forgot to place our fucking order on Wednesday. I fucked up. I don't know what the hell happened.
Cool.
I didn't. So not cool on me. So I sent them an email Thursday morning, and I was like, hey, I fucked up. Well, actually, I lied, and I told them that our email went down. But I was like, hey, I just noticed.
Good way to take ownership.
But right away, I go, hey, I fucked up. Can we still get our order for Friday? If not, is it possible to get the order out Monday? If not, I understand. So she goes, well, let me check with the warehouse, and let me get back to you. Later that day, she gets back to me and goes, hey, good news. We're going to be able to get your order to you on Wednesday. Friday, we can. It's just past the deadline. We can't. I'm like, cool. No problem. Monday comes around. The order never shows up. And I go, so, hey, what happened? Didn't get our order. So Tuesday morning, she gets back to me and goes, oh, hey, it was supposed to come Monday. And when she wrote, it was supposed to come Monday. I go, yeah, I fucking know.
That's what she said.
I was the one who was messaging you. I know it's supposed to fucking come Monday. But she goes, it was supposed to come Monday. I don't know. Let me check. So I email her back and I go, cool. And then I go, just get back to me as soon as possible. And I go, that's not going to be enough. And I call her. I go, hey, here's my cell phone number. Call me as soon as you hear so I know. So I get into work this morning, and I never got a call.
Ooh.
Guess what? The order never fucking came again. So I email her again this morning. I was like, hey, this is getting fucking ridiculous. I didn't say fucking. I just go, this is getting ridiculous.
I got you.
Let me know, is my order coming or not, so I can actually go and buy the rest of the shit that we need for the restaurant.
You just go to like a Walmart and just
we
get
went to
Dr.
Sam's.
Pepper? Okay.
Sam's Club, and I just buy it because it's just
Because
just bottles of like Dr. Pepper.
We worked at a catering company. We had to do that shit.
Yeah, but I go. This is getting ridiculous. It's been 3 days now that this order isn't here, and you told me it would be here. Mm-hmm. Is it coming or not? So I know what I have to get me through the week. And by the way, once again, it's Wednesday, my day to order. And she goes, oh, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get that order to you. But do you need another order for Friday? Like, she just blew over it. And I go, yeah, just send the same fucking order. I go, just send it on Friday. I'm like, for fucking 3 goddamn days. Don't tell me you can, like, I get it. I fucked up in the beginning. I screwed up. Don't tell me you can give me the goddamn order if you can't give me the fucking order. She's like, oh, I don't know. I'll call the warehouse. I don't know what happened. We'll find out what fucking happened.
Call Mr. Pepper and we'll fucking figure this shit out.
Dr. Pepper.
Well, no, but you're pissed off at him, so you're gonna not even call him by his
I will still respect the title.
Okay, I mean, I guess he did go to a lot of school for that.
Now it's like 4th generation son, so it probably
Senior
Mr.
Pepper, maybe.
Fuck that guy. Actually, don't know. No, fuck him. Fuck the people that he has hired to run their business. Like, fuck.
Did you think the lady might have ever been doing that because her vagina smells and she's just a little
probably
bitter?
Heather's a bitch.
Don't. Whoa.
I don't know her last name, and I'm not going to say it if I did.
Okay, good.
I honestly don't. It just tells. It just
says the guy like gave out somebody's Twitter and told people to tweet them.
Here's
like,
how you know that their company is shit. The woman that I'm ordering from, they don't even put their last name on the orders. Like
there's a reason people do that. There's a reason people do that.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
Do you just get like a first initial or just first
no? It's
name?
just Heather. That's all it says. Here's your sales rep. Press 1 for her. It's Heather. I'm like, hey, how about you give me your last fucking name so I know who to scream at when you guys continually fuck up. Not to mention, they just have a history of fucking us. Like, not sending orders on time. Constantly leaving shit off of orders. Like, it's every 2 or 3 weeks. Something I put on the order is not fucking there. They're so bad at distribution. It's amazing to me.
And it
pisses me off because I love Dr. Pepper so much.
Yeah,
so,
I feel that.
Yeah,
I
not cool, me
that's
and
a good
Dr.
not
Pepper.
Cool. That's a pretty good not cool.
You. Now, my other not cool is fucking kidney stones. No, I didn't get them.
This has been a not cool on this podcast for our buddy Chris Hogan.
Oh, he had them.
Didn't have them. Thought he had them. Apparently, it was like, I don't remember what it was. It was some like medical thing. He went to the doctor, thought he had kidney stones, and they were like, no, you just have a really piss poor diet.
Well, anyway, as I told you guys at the beginning.
It's actually herpes, and that's why it hurt.
You got to narrow your urethra like Hank Hill.
Yeah. Emma's been rewatching that. Like,
so great.
There's so much shit you didn't pick up on as a kid.
God damn it,
There's
Bobby.
so much shit you didn't pick up on as a kid, and it's like The Office, where like there's no way this could be a TV show now. There's no way. Like Hank makes fucking. He won't let Peggy drink when they go out to eat because he has his beer and she has to DD for him because if he has a beer.
That's responsible though.
No, but it's just like so she can't ever drink. It's just he always is the only one that gets to drink the entire time.
That they show on the show.
Just fucking. Is it Dale, right?
Dale.
Yeah, Dale is fucking hilarious as shit. Like, and just like you, like Emma was like, I fucking hated him. I just hated him when I was growing up, and like she was like, he's funny as shit now. Just all the little like things you don't pick up on as a kid, like you're like,
He's so
this is
buddy
fucking
buddy
great.
with John Redcorn while he's fucking his wife.
While he's
in the
fucking his
back.
wife, yeah.
But anyway, kidney stones. Yeah, I was supposed to go to Worst Fest.
Shout out King of the Hill.
Yeah, ended up not going because Friday in the middle of work, I come through the back door. I work with my brother, and he's fucking doubled over on the ground in pain. He can't even stand up. We had no idea what it was at the time. It was just fucking stomach pain. Still had to keep working.
Did he get okay?
So like,
Continue, yeah,
but
I'll
like, yeah, we're just got through at the end of the day, and then as we're going on, we're like, well, could his appendix have burst? We're like, no, because that's on the appendix is on the right side. This pain's on his
And
left.
apparently, I thought I had an appendix thing one time. I had a bladder infection, and apparently there's similar signs. If you have your appendix ruptured, they say like if you touch the left side of your stomach, like you're just in like it feels like you got stabbed.
Yeah,
So like it's like you
or
can't
whatever
stand
side.
it.
I think the appendix is on the right though.
Or whatever side it is
Yeah.
you're supposed to touch. You're supposed to be able to poke one side of you, and like you're just poke both sides. If you're in like sharp pain
Yeah.
because you poke it, then you gotta go
But
to the
anyway,
emergency.
so we ended up figuring out just over the course of the day that it's kidney stones. I was supposed to leave Friday with my buddies to go to Austin, and then we're gonna drive down to Worst Fest on Saturday. As Saturday goes on, my brother's just in so much fucking pain. My sister's out of town, who lives with us too, and she's got 2 dogs. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, this dude's so much in pain, he can't take care of these fucking dogs. So I'm like, guys, you know what? If he passes the kidney stones tonight, I'll fucking drive down Saturday and meet you. We passed one that night, but like he still couldn't fucking like move. Mm-hmm. Like he'd get up to walk to the bathroom, and he's fucking hunched over, taking like a slow step at a time. He basically said when he was pissing, it was like, you know, in Zoolander, when Ben Stiller's Jerry Stiller sitting there, he's like, come on, just give me a little beepee, and it's just dripping out. He said that's basically what it was like. And
My prostate's the size of a grapefruit.
yeah, so I ended up missing Worst Fest because he was in too much fucking pain to take care of the dogs, and I just couldn't leave him there.
Was
like
he pissing
that.
blood at all?
I didn't ask.
I
I didn't want to know.
I have like there.
From what I've heard with kidney stones, though,
It's the worst pain ever.
It's the male equivalent of giving birth.
That's what I've heard as well.
That's what my dad described it as when I was a kid, and I was like, sweet. Fucking hope that never happens.
So he did, but he like my question was earlier was going to be like he didn't try and go piss, and that was when he had the stomach pain. He just had the stomach pain
it just
first.
fucking hit him, and he dropped. Like he said, he was feeling bad as the day went, and the pain got a little worse and worse. And he went
Like
to
he thought he was gonna like throw up and shit.
Not even throw up. It's just his stomach really fucking hurt. And he said when he reached for something on the shelf, reaching up, I guess probably just stretched whatever way, and he fucking just hit the ground. Like so, he said it wasn't long, maybe like a minute and a half, 2 minutes before I came to the back door, and we're in the back of the restaurant, so nobody else is back there. And I walked the door, and he's just like on the fucking ground. I was
Yeah,
like,
dude.
fuck. And we were busy as shit. Like we still had to make.
I've heard like it just kills you.
They said it like and the pain just comes in super waves. So like
Ah,
you
I
might
hope-
be okay,
I hope
like
I
you're
never-
still in pain,
like,
but then all
knock
of a
on
sudden
wood, hope I
the
never
pain
fucking get
becomes
this.
so fucking bad you'll just hit the ground and you're curled into a ball on the ground because you can't fucking move.
So did he have to pass him?
Yeah, he said he passed one like Friday night going into Saturday morning like 3:30 in the morning, and then he passed the last one like
Do you
Saturday
keep 'em?
afternoon.
Did he go like fish him out?
No, he's not gonna go dig into his own
You
piss.
I mean, you get a tong or
I mean,
a tweezer. I don't know, depending on what.
Doctors will tell you to catch them so that they can, fucking
Analyze
this shit. But like, fuck that. We're not going. He was like, I'm not going to the fucking
Well,
doctor.
when Chris thought he had kidney stones, they were saying like a lot of it can be what's in your diet and a lot of
Yeah.
other stuff. But then there's a lot of it just genetic stuff. You
Well,
could be prone to it. And if your dad had it, then he probably already had it.
Yeah, which is something I'm looking forward to now because they also say obesity. So like, hey, I got 2
Hey, buddy,
check marks right
I
there.
think you're great. You're not obese.
And then they also
You're just
say
big
like,
boned.
being dehydrated a lot can do it. And I'm like, oh, that's
Well,
cool.
I'm an
'cause-
alcoholic.
Oh,
so.
I'm literally dehydrated right now. I wake up every morning dehydrated.
All right, let me get to mine. Mine was kind of weird, and this is one of those situations where I think you guys are gonna be like, Alex, I think you handled that situation very well. So I was at the grocery store on Saturday. I had to work in the morning. Watched our boys at West Ham. They got the dub. They didn't get the dub. They tied. They tied fucking Huddersfield Town. But
Huddersfield, Talville,
Westchesterton, Fieldville Town. Went to. It was a little chilly outside. I was like, right when it started getting chilly, I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? HEB has this really easy to make chili that you can just go buy in the jar, and I'm just gonna go get some fucking chili mix, and I'm gonna make us some chili today. Me and Emma didn't have anything to do. I was gonna play Red Dead all day, and I had the iPad up watching college football. It was fantastic. And I was like, I'm just gonna get some chili mix, all this shit. We're good to go. I'm gonna have me a nice fucking Saturday. And I got the chili stuff. I got 2 6-packs of the Peroni beer that we're drinking right now, and I got the ground beef, and I got some other stuff that I need. And I go to the 15 items or less checkout line. I was like, okay, there's one guy in front of me, and I'm standing in that line. I put my shit there. I put the little divider, and I just hear, sir. I have my headphones in. I'm listening to a podcast, and sir. I was like, who's? I turn around and I can see this lady staring at me. I was like, oh, she was talking to me. I was like, what's up? And sir, this is the 15 items or less lane. This is the 15 items or less. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I've got 12.
But I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, yeah, we're good. Actually, those count as 12 themselves. And she was pointing at my 2 6-packs.
Yeah, lady, no, they fucking don't.
Like, she was counting each individual beer as one item. Which would mean, and then, like, I tweeted this on the way. Like, I was like, okay.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I was just like, she's fucking with me. Like, I thought she was kidding. I was like, okay. I think it's okay, though.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, those are each. I was like, they're each.
They're not, because they're not sold individually.
But I was just like, okay. And I looked over towards the cashier, and she was dealing with the guy in front of me, and I was just like, all right. There's 2 ways I could handle this.
Man,
and I could
see
like
all 6 beers?
I am in the front of her. I'm in front of her, so I could just alpha this and just put my headphones in and not have to deal with it. And then if the cashier says something, which she won't, because it's to me, I fucking worked as a checker at a goddamn grocery store.
I don't really care if you have 15 items.
I mean, it's a fucking asshole move if you have a full fucking cart of groceries and you go to the 15 items or less thing. But like, I never was the guy as a checker who was like, sir.
Yeah, if you have 17 items, they're not gonna fucking.
But if
call
you had,
on
like,
it.
even if you had your whole fucking thing, I still checked you out. But I fucking kind of hated you for it because like you didn't abide by the rules. But sometimes people, especially older people, they don't realize all that shit. They don't read it. They just get in the line.
Or they like to play that they.
But that's cool. I'm not gonna. I don't fucking care. If you're 70, you can fucking get. You can check out in the 15
You were in
items.
some fucking wars.
You lived around that long. That's cool. But this lady who was probably like late 50s, early 50s ish. She sir, yeah, no, you can't. And I was like, okay, I could either like go off on this lady. West Ham just came back. They just scored right before the end of the game. You know, I'm riding this high of like we didn't lose. I'm making chili today. I'm going home to play some Red Dead. This is gonna be a good day. I was like, Alex, just put your headphones back in and it's gonna be okay. And I was like, I think it's cool. Popped the headphones back in and just was minding my own business. And then I could hear her say, sir, excuse me, sir. Thought she was talking to me, turned around. She was talking to there's an old guy behind me that had like he brought all of his groceries to it. Didn't realize that it was the 15 items lane. And she fucking like chased this guy off. And I was like, this bitch is just fucking trying to chase people off. She just wants to check out.
So it was the old guy behind you in front of her?
No, he was behind her. He had gotten in line behind her, and she was
why do
telling.
you fucking
It's like it
care?
doesn't matter. But I was like, this chick's just out to like fucking like piss people off, I guess. And I was like, I'm really glad I just put my headphones in.
people.
So I just fucking did it and like waited for the lady. I was like, I really hope that this like checkout lady heard it and like says something. She didn't say anything. Bleep, bleep, Mr. Middleton. She didn't ask my name, but she was, do you have your ID on you? And I was like, yeah, here you go. All right, thank you, Mr. Middleton. Looks at it, scans it in, or types it in. We're good.
That would have been so great if you turned around and go, see how that
No, I
rang
didn't-
as one item and not
Did
6?
not say anything. But when that lady bleeped my 2 beer 6-packs that were 2 scans, 2 items, my head swung around. Was like, bitch. I didn't say anything, but the look in my face was just kind of that like smug little grin, like, oh, that's weird that but that's okay.
Like, I just love to ask this lady, ma'am, if I was buying a 24-pack of beer, do you think that counts as 24
Well, so
items?
yeah, I tweeted this out, and I was like, there was a lady, not an employee, because I wanted to make sure that people didn't think like HEB employees. Shout out HEB, they're dope. But HEB employees don't fucking police that shit like that. And I was like, you're not the line police. You're not the line police at all. And like that lady, the lady who was checking me out didn't know anything, didn't say shit. But I was just like, like what the fuck? This just happened, and I just kind of like tweeted out like I just need to tell the world. I just need to tell somebody about this.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna tell Twitter.
To it, and I was
and
I'm
then
100% with you.
somebody was
Fuck
like,
that
so
lady.
if you bought a box of Cheerios that's like 343 items, and I was like, yeah, I guess so, according to this lady.
The whole point of the 15 items or less is so they don't have to scan 52 fucking items.
Because you're in and out, you're faster.
Guess what? When you have something that's in a case, it's one scan.
Right.
That's what the whole point of the thing is. I fucking hate nosy bitches.
Well, like, what was the point of
take it
like?
easy.
I mean, I guess she was maybe she was in a hurry, and that was all I could think. Is like maybe this lady's in a hurry. She's trying to just get somewhere fast. But like me having a 2 6-packs of beer, like worst case scenario, I gotta show my ID. I gotta show my ID.
And
It
by
takes
nosy
what, 2
bitches,
seconds?
I don't mean fucking women. Nosy bitches are men or
Yeah,
women.
men
Just-
can be nosy bitches.
Just mind your own fucking business.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not slowing you down. It's just like if anybody else was in
I didn't have a
that
checkbook.
have two
And like
checkbooks.
my whole thing is like when I know I'm buying booze, I fucking hate it when you get to when you're in line at the grocery store and like somebody has like a checkbook and they don't start writing shit until like like you can fill out where you're at. You know where you're at. You can do that. Like honestly, if you're filling out a check at a fucking grocery store, go fuck yourself. Like it's 2018.
Look,
We
dude,
got a
by the
million
way,
other ways.
That person who's taking your check, probably 16 to 18 years old. They've never seen a check.
They
in
have
their
no
life.
idea what to do.
There's no training on that anymore. How do I take a check?
I've seen like 4 or 5 people. It's always women. It's always women. It's always like older women though that do it. They're like I don't know. That's just I think you're just used to having a checkbook.
Yeah, you can't be mad at
I
old
don't.
people for doing
I get
it.
mad at you when you like know because I don't own checks. I don't have checks.
No, who does?
I get fucking what are they, cashier's checks or whatever they're called, or money orders. I get money orders to
Money
pay
orders,
shit.
yeah.
I mean, Emma has some checks and I use her
And you
checks.
go to HEB for that.
But Emma will pay rent. I'll pay Emma back for rent with her checks. That's kind of how it works.
Yeah.
But just like I was like I don't know what the fuck is this lady's deal, man?
People
It
suck.
was weird.
People
It was
suck.
weird. But I mean I thought I handled it pretty well, just popping the headphones in and like just giving the smug little look. But like that was not cool, man. That's
Yeah.
not cool to do that.
You know, an offshoot of that, of people not having their shit ready when they get to the cashier.
Well, if you have a check, like, you can fill out where you're at.
Yeah, but
But it takes forever to write a fucking check.
Yeah, just fill in the number.
That's all you got to do.
I had to go pick my sister up from the airport yesterday, and I don't have Easy Tag because I'm fucking cheap. So
Everybody in Texas should have an easy tag.
yeah, I should. And it's like it doesn't cost you anymore.
When it resets, when you just use it all up. You put $20 on it. When you use the $20, it charges you another $20 or whatever you tell it to charge it, and it's gold.
I don't go through tolls very often.
But when you need to, it's super convenient.
Like really, it's just when I go to the airport. That's it.
Honestly, if
so-
you're an Uber driver in Texas and you don't have a fucking easy tag, like you shouldn't be an Uber driver.
Oh no, you're not allowed to.
I have gotten very upset with Uber drivers. I will now. I'm gonna
no
give you a
wonder
5-star
this ride-
rating if you get me from A to B. But like, I'm not that guy.
No
But like, I'll
wonder
tell you
this
like,
ride
what the
cost
fuck's
me
wrong with you, man?
$30 because it took us an hour to get there because you don't have a fucking Easy Tag. But anyway, the whole point of this was I go and I have to go through change or whatever, and thank God I was like 4 behind this guy, so I was able to slide into another lane. It's one of those guys that gets up to not even a toll booth. The exact change line doesn't have his fucking money ready. And apparently this dude's searching through his whole fucking car.
He's
to
digging
find
under,
the amount
under the
of fucking-
seats and
like,
shit.
Dude, go to the toll booth.
He's
then.
got chocolate coins.
Don't-
He's trying to
like-
pass off his money. All right. Now it's time for my favorite portion of the week. This is the answers segment. Now we will answer your questions. You don't send us answers. You send us questions. Answers at passagradepod.com. Also, you can tweet them to us. We prefer the tweets.
That's
but
a
if
stupid
you want
question.
to email them to us, at passagradepod, hashtag PTG answers. Also, I'm at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at not Pat Dion. And Robert is at Robert Barbosa 03. So when I was a youngin' back in Miss Winter's 4th grade class in Atlanta, Georgia at Farr Elementary, I was one time
You're
told...
pretty far from smart.
Whoa, buddy. I was told one time that there's no such thing as a stupid question.
for the
Apparently,
people.
I was wrong, though. And being laughed at for asking a stupid question. I don't even remember what the question was. And
Probably,
then...
am I stupid?
No.
What a stupid question.
But I was like, you know what? One day I'm gonna be in charge, and I'm gonna like abide by that rule. There's no such thing as a stupid question. I'll even encourage the stupid questions. Now I'm not in charge of anything, but we started a podcast, so it's kind of like I put
You
myself.
are in charge
I
of this.
invented something to be in charge of. I didn't like
You
become
picked 90%
in charge of
of
anything.
what's on here. You are in charge of it.
Well, but it's only because I made it. So it's not like I was
Okay.
given anything. But now, okay. So I encourage you guys to send us your dumb questions.
Bill
That's this
Gates
thing.
made Microsoft.
Yeah, it's just not. I wouldn't say this is Microsoft though.
It's still something you made.
You're right. Okay, I didn't do it in the garage.
People
though, so
who
it's different.
people are in charge of their children, they made those.
Okay.
Here you go.
All right.
Quit selling yourself
Touche.
short, buddy.
Touche.
You did a good thing.
So this is the answer segment. Like I said, answers@PassingAPod.com. You can send your questions, or we prefer the Twitter version at PassingAPod, #PTG answers. Here we go, ladlettes. Are you ready for us?
Well, if you just answer the question. Why just answer the question? Be honest. No big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
I'm David Pumpkins.
I miss David Pumpkins already. I can't wait till Halloween
I
next
can't
year.
believe they didn't bring it back this year.
They did the they replayed the special, but that was it.
But like,
they should do another
They
one.
should have had a cameo.
They should do another
it's
one.
Tom Hanks. You know he'd be happy to do the cameo.
Yeah. All right, our podcast son, Skylar Lester at OMG. It's Skylar.
Oh my God, it's Skylar.
I was waiting for that.
I don't know why I enjoy doing that.
I don't
so
know
much.
either, but hey, it
But I
works.
do.
He's our son. You know, we love him.
Maybe it's because
We
I'm
love
usually
him.
5 to 6 beers deep when it.
That could be. That's a good. That's a good point. Skylar says, if an octopus wanted to lock a human in a room, would you argue they would only need to design the door to have 3 doorknobs?
Yes. You need
All right.
You need 4.
Now, my thoughts were, okay, because it's an octopus has 8 mandibles,
Well,
whatever they're called. Tentacles?
arms.
Tentacles.
Arms. Yeah. What he's thinking is that we only have 2 hands. You can only do 2. Not
I've
true.
opened a door with my foot before, for sure.
Well, I was going to say also, but you can't do your foot and your arms at the same time. You can't bend like that. The normal person
Depending
can't.
on the leverage.
Now, you could use your mouth.
Yeah.
Very unsanitary, but you could. I'm
But
gonna say
in
you
a
need
dire
4.
situation,
You
yeah.
Need, you need 4.
In a
You need
dire
4 knobs,
situation,
not
that's
3.
true. I mean, why even have 3 doorknobs? Just put them in a room with no doorknobs, and they're just stuck.
Because an octopus, I don't know if you've seen, they can squeeze through tight places.
They can squeeze through
get
anything.
under basically any door.
There's that video of them on the boat, and he like squeezes through the tiny little like tube.
Yep.
You're like, how the hell did that happen?
Yep.
Also, did you know that anytime a cat can fit its whiskers through anything, it can fit its whole body through anything?
That's not true.
Yeah, that's what somebody told me. I didn't fact check it or anything, but that's what someone told me, so
I don't
I
know if you
believed
know
it.
about this, but cats have skulls.
What are you talking about? No way. No way.
I know they seem like amorphous blobs that just fit to any box that they're currently in.
Yeah.
But no, they have bones.
Have you seen bonsai cats?
Yes.
If you don't know what bonsai cats are, go Google it. I don't think it's real. Is it?
I don't know, but it's fucking
I hope
hilarious.
it's not real, but if it is, like shit, PETA should be. They would have their hands full if it was
Yeah, I
real.
would assume it's not real. But yeah, I'm going to go. No, you need to have 4. You need to have 4 because you can use your mouth.
Okay. I'm gonna agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Our boy Brandon Whitehead at Brando Whitehead on Twitter says, when your girlfriend/wife is on her period, is it appropriate to cuddle with her, squeeze her tight, and call her your little ketchup packet?
Now, as coming from someone who is not in a relationship, I would say it's not only appropriate, it is encouraged. Please do this.
I'm gonna say the opposite of that. Like, as someone that is in a relationship, I would say probably don't do that. Probably, like, I can't think of one situation where it really helps.
No, see, I've heard that women who are on their periods love being squeezed and mocked for what's going on with their body that they have no control over.
Pat, I don't know who told you that, but it might have been the same person that told me that cats can fit through anything they can put their whiskers through.
It
may
be.
have been that same person because that was fake. That was a lie.
I'll say it this way: if you wear the pants in your relationship and you've got any fucking balls, you'll
You've gotta
fucking
alpha
do it.
the shit out
you
of
call
that,
her
yo.
your ketchup packet and you fucking
little-
squeeze her.
Your little ketchup packet. You just snuggle the fuck out of her.
But seriously, probably don't do that.
Don't do that. We would not recommend that.
Oh, I mean, if you're okay with being stabbed, go for it. Go for it.
But most of us aren't.
Yeah.
Most of us aren't.
But
Okay.
good question.
Yeah, that was well done, Brandon.
I laughed
Brando
really
Whitehead.
hard when I read
That was
on
pretty
Twitter
good. Yeah.
earlier this week. That was great.
Fidel Reyes. I believe this is the first Fidel we've ever had on the podcast. Not a fan of Castro, but I am a fan of Fidel Reyes if Fidel is listening to Pastor Gravy. So welcome to Pastor Gravy, bro.
up?
Fidel says, Would you rather fight a tiger in the water or a shark on land?
Shark on land.
A shark on land for sure. It can't
Tigers
breathe.
can swim.
It can't breathe.
Yeah. I got to stick and move.
Have you seen Life of Pi?
Yeah.
The tiger fucking swims. Richard Parker! Richard Parker!
No, I didn't see it though.
But he swims up to the.
But I know tigers can swim because I've seen them.
Spoiler
And guess
alert,
what?
it turns out it's not a real tiger. It was the people that he shared the boat with, and they were all just savages. And at the end of the movie, you just realize, oh shit, he just told the story as if everybody was an animal to make it seem like it was less gruesome than it really was. And you're like, whoa.
Whoa, way to throw spoiler alert.
Yeah, that was like I said spoiler. It's been out for like 5 years
spoiler
too.
alert, though.
Well, spoiler.
Not to mention the book's been out for God knows how long.
There's a book?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know. It was a cool ass movie though.
But yeah, tigers can swim, and not to mention tigers are like what, 500-600 pounds. So like, if it does, like, I don't know if you've ever
Mike
seen
the tiger has a whole fucking like tank in his exhibit.
Think about this: when dogs swim, you know, when you see them bat the water just for fun to bite at the water. Now imagine a 600-pound tiger batting you while
And
you're
it
in the
can
water.
like just slash you open while it does that with its
It's
claws.
going to slash you open, and you're going to go underwater. And then it can just bite you one time and you're done. Now, a shark on land, you can just stand off to the side of it out of its reach, and as soon as it runs out of air, you punch it in the fucking
Are we
face.
forgetting
Street
Land
sharks?
Shark from Jimmy Buffett?
Land shark, or you know,
Or
it's good
wait,
there, too.
Ole Miss's defense was, but they're not going to stop anybody.
Yeah,
so
but-
never mind.
but
Ole
also-
Miss's defense was
also-
the Land Shark defense.
I mean, if we're talking about street sharks,
street,
that
I mean,
show as
I
a
don't want to
kid?
fuck with street sharks.
Street sharks will fuck you up. But I'm assuming we're going with regular sharks.
Regular sharks, and like they're going to suffocate. Like you
Yeah.
don't got a chance.
Yeah, you're just gonna stay out of their
All
biting
right.
and flailing range.
Now let me combine the two. What about tiger sharks?
Yeah, I'll still take a tiger shark on land.
I would take a tiger shark on land as well.
Plus, tiger sharks, they can be little bitty guys. I've had them swim around my legs when I was up in Cape Cod.
Oh yeah, those are. But like a lot of times they're mean though. I've seen.
They
mean
can
ones.
be, but like I mean,
I
look,
haven't
I'm
personally.
talking
I've seen them
about,
on
like little
Shark
bitty
Week.
guys that are like 5-6 inches long. That's the ones that I don't. go
Hey,
super
buddy,
deep
don't
in the
hate on
water.
people that are 5-6 inches long. All right.
Hey, 5-6 inches long is perfectly
Hey,
average.
it's
and
not
very
the
good.
size; it's how you use it.
Well, I'm not using this shark because I'm not fighting it.
Okay.
So
All right. Well, yeah, we're gonna go shark on land. I think Robert probably even agrees with us on that one. Daniel Tom Chesson, our boy, he's our prodigy. He's our prodigy. Skylar is our podcast son. Daniel Tom Chesson, host, one of the
this is good.
half of the weekly podcast, part of the Passive Gray Podcast Network with Danny Gray at Daniel_Blake on the Twitter. He said, and a shout out to Weekly D though, like listen to them right after you finish this. Go check out Weekly D podcast. They're pretty great. They are funny as fuck. But he says, Daniel says, was No Nut November created by Generation Z to avoid females that participate in No Shave November? No Nut November created by Generation Z to avoid females that participate in No Shave
well,
November.
that is an absolutely hilarious
Generation
question.
Z is not millennials, right?
They're after us, so they're all the kids that are like from I believe like 20.
They're the kids smoking the Juuls.
Down, yeah. I would say that is a hilarious question, but no, I'd say it was.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not.
It was created
factor
by a combo of guys that weren't gonna get laid anyway, and just
I would say mostly that.
and just super bros, bro.
Bro.
They're like, I crushed so much pussy the rest of the year. I'm just gonna take this month off.
I need a
bro.
month off because I got 11 months of just pounding.
Like, bro, because like it's such a challenge for me. Like, so many girls throw themselves at me. It's a challenge.
Like
for me
next
to just
month, I
not
gotta go
do it for
home
fun.
because it's like Christmas time, and I gotta go bang all the chicks in my hometown, bro.
That and a combination of dudes that for some reason just don't want to nut for a month. I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Yeah, like
Sometimes you just got it. You gotta get that
or-
poison out. You gotta
know
get that
what?
poison out.
You know what? I think we can group all these into one group. It was created by really stupid people.
I mean, like, there's
Like,
nothing.
just idiots.
There's like realistically, and I'm just trying.
Scientifically, it's proven it helps reduce stress.
Well, I'm talking. I'm trying. I was
helps,
about to.
it helps relieve headaches.
And on that, I'm just trying to be as like honest as possible. Like I have never taken from a movie anything more than There's Something About Mary, where it's like sometimes you just gotta jerk off. It clears your mind,
Yeah.
and I mean you just try not to like come in her hair or anything like that.
Dude,
but, like,
sometimes you just gotta clear the mechanism, man.
yeah, you just and it just like try it, and then just think like if you got a big decision, go just rub one out.
Like I said, you got a headache, jerk one off. You're stressed,
JJO,
jerk off.
just jerk off.
You fucking can't go to sleep, jerk off.
You got a moment of temptation, just jerk off. That's what it is, guys.
Pass it.
Just pass it. Cool, pass it.
Yeah, it was definitely created by just dumb people who were bored, and then
Or not getting laid.
like
anyways.
or like
Although Red Dead came out in November, so I could argue that like that was probably because they would be like, I'm gonna be playing a lot of Red Dead.
It's definitely helped. No. Honestly, I think what happened is somebody created it as a joke, and then people took it and ran with it, and were like, I'm gonna do this.
Well, there's an entire no-fap Reddit page though of people that just brag about how they don't do that.
But everyone likes to take a challenge, like the ice bucket challenge. Or like what? That one. That's a bad example because that was for a good cause. Actually, it wasn't. Because wasn't it? It was either you donate to ALS or you dump cold water on yourself.
Yeah, but then like if
so
you're
basically
cool,
you're like
the
I'm
real
gonna dump cold water on myself.
Famous people
donating
donated and did it, but like I get what you're saying.
Basically, it was created like I think it was a joke that somebody came up with, and then just fucking dumbass bros ran with it.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
Bros. They ruined the country and they fucking ruined everything.
All right.
Except for my bros. I love my bros.
My bros are the best, bro. DJ Roberts. I think he's a new... Like, we got Fidel and DJ Roberts. Or it's Fidel Reyes, not Fidel Roberts. But Fidel Reyes and DJ Roberts, the newbies to the Answers segment, at least. DJ Roberts writes in, or emailed in and said, ants, the poor man's Roomba?
I mean,
Roomba.
I would have said maybe dogs are the poor man's Roomba.
I would say dogs too, though.
Dogs can be expensive. Dogs are more expensive than a Roomba. Because you have to fucking keep feeding them.
Yeah.
So ants. Yeah.
But okay, here, just hear this out. You want dogs in your house, like you would want a
That's
Roomba.
true.
In your
That's
house. You don't like you've never been like, God damn it, it's a fucking Roomba. Unless it's like someone else's house, like you're never like, fuck, we got a Roomba.
Plus, you can put your iPod on top of it and turn
DJ
it into
Roomba.
DJ Roomba.
Shout out.
Everybody loves DJ Roomba.
Shout out Tom Haverford.
Yeah.
I mean, DJ Roomba, I think, ants is a good comparison, though. But I would still say dogs, because, like, you know, you can't, it's not, maybe not everything, like pigs. Pigs. Pig. If you have, because there's people that have.
Pigs are probably more expensive than dogs.
Are they?
No, here's the thing, though. I will say...
You don't have to buy food. You just give them whatever you don't eat.
I think we can still go dogs, though, because...
I want to go dogs anyways.
People are going to have dogs. And then, like...
How many times have you dropped food on the floor and your dog just eats it up and it's fine?
A Roomba is basically saying, I've got excess money, and I don't want to fucking sweep. Now it's a little bit lazy. I also don't like to sweep, but my sister has dogs, so I don't sweep.
That's true.
I just let the dogs pick up the fucking crumbs.
And I really think dogs is the best way to compare it to.
Yeah. And plus, like you said, once you have ants in your house, then you
don't want
you have to
those
do
in your
something
house.
to clean up the ants. So
you don't have to clean up after the Roomba.
You don't.
But occasionally, have you seen the people whose dogs shit in the house and the Roomba tried to clean it up?
But
and
those
then,
are called bad dogs.
No,
you can train a dog to not shit in the house.
They just had an accident.
No, because usually
dogs are never wrong.
But usually
dogs didn't do anything wrong.
Fucking rat dog that isn't really a goddamn dog.
Always runs. Any dog under 20 pounds is a cat.
Well, I think it was actually what he said. Any dog under 70 pounds is a cat.
Damn it, we said you're a cat.
That's not true. That's not true. Under 20 pounds, you're not a fucking dog. You're a rat. Like my sister's dog. I fucking hate that thing. Like, I've never disliked a dog in my life. I fucking hate this dog.
I still don't think I have a dog I've never liked.
I would never do anything to hurt a dog. I can't wait for the day that this dog has a heart attack from barking at nothing.
Whoa. We don't say that about dogs.
Dude,
we don't say that. It's a dog. It's still a good dog.
It's under 20 pounds. It's not a dog.
Well, it's a dog.
And you know what pisses me off more than anything about this dog?
Don't you talk about dogs.
Oh, no.
That's the saddest. Like... That's the saddest thing in the world. This is the saddest thing in the world is a dog dying. I would rather a million people die than a dog die.
Super sad because he's a fucking.
I wouldn't want a million people to die, but like
I don't want him to die. I just can't wait for him to not be alive anymore. Like
maybe somebody else could adopt him. Maybe that would be the better way to say.
Before I even turned 3, when we moved down from Rhode Island to down here, we had a German Shepherd named Smokey. Smokey was the greatest dog of all time. I could jump on top of him. I could lay on top of him. From time to time, he would just go hide in the closet to get away from me because I was a shithead little 2-year-old and I was a bitch still. But Smokey was the greatest dog ever. Everybody in our family loved this dog. And my sister gets this little piece of shit dog and names him Smokey. No. You don't get to name him after the greatest dog of all time. That's part of what pisses me off about this fuck. Which is why every time my sister walks into the room, I give her the finger. I fucking flip her off every day.
That's commitment.
It's fucking like it's great. Like that's not the whole reason. Most of it's because it's funny. But like, fuck her
Still,
for
it's
naming
commitment.
this piece of shit that nobody in the world likes. She's bitten like 3 of our friends, or he's a fucking little asshole. I hate him. Like I said,
you just assume genders.
I've never disliked a dog in my life. I, to my core, hate this animal. I've tried to give him a chance. Like, I've hated him. Then I'm like, I'll let you come over. I'll pet you. I'll give you another chance. And then he fucking turns around and bites me. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, piece of shit. I've given him like 5 chances. I'm done with this
Maybe
dog.
you gave him reasons to bite you. Did you ever ask that question?
No, I did not.
Is that you saying that? If we ask him, what would he say?
He'd say, I'm a little piece of shit. I fucking hate everything.
That's incorrect because he's a dog. He'd go, "Rrrr."
No, fuck him. I hate that dog.
I just disagree with you. Like, I'm not ever going to say a dog is at fault. I'm that guy.
You have come to my house, let him, and he's gonna bite you. He will bite you, and then see how you feel.
But I'll still love it a little bit.
No, you won't.
I'll still love it.
No, not when
and I'll
he
just
sits there
think
and barks
that's
for
more of an
45 minutes.
opportunity for me to better myself and get to know this dog a little bit better.
And then every time you stand up, he starts screaming and barking at you and bites you again.
I think he'd learn.
No.
I think he'd learn.
You'd think so. There's people that come over to our house on a weekly basis, and he still barks at them.
Well, I mean, I have a way with dogs.
Yeah, so do
They
I.
call me Cesar. Cesar.
No. Dogs love me, and this one's a piece of shit.
I'll just grab his ear like Cartman.
I hope he's not alive anymore when I get home.
Don't say that.
It'd make me very happy.
We, as a podcast, do not all agree with that.
No, because there's still another dog there. Coco. She's a pit mix.
What's
she's
the
beautiful,
only
and I
thing
love her.
better than one dog? 2 dogs.
Well, that's the thing. He's not a dog. Me and my brother don't count him as a dog. He's an awful animal. Because my sister did a terrible job.
I have a
and never
hard time
trained him.
hating a dog.
So do I. Like I've said, I love every dog that's ever walked this earth except for that fucking dog.
I mean, I'm going to have to meet it. But
like a random dog could bite my grandmother, and I'd still be like, "Why want a dog? He's scared. He's your buddy."
Yeah.
But like this dog is a piece of shit.
Okay. Well, agree to disagree on this one then.
Because he's not a dog. He's under 20 pounds. He's a fucking rat.
Our boy Matthew Hadamil at Matthew Hadamil 2. That's JARAMIL 2. He had to work outside this week and did not look like he was having a great time in the cold. But best of luck to you, buddy. I hope you're roughing it out there.
I'm happy you put this on here because I was confused.
Okay. He said, Matthew Hadamio says, "What does a bean mean?" But like yelled it at us.
Yeah, in all caps. Like, it was super aggressive.
And so like what I'm getting from that is it is a clip from The Office where Jim and I think it was Dwight were trying to figure out who to give raises to, whether it be the sales staff or the accounting department, and they were like, well, why don't we just put a bean on each person's face?
Yeah.
And that was when everybody freaked out. I think if I can find it. Oh, wait. Of course, I've got all the Office drops.
Also, you put a link to it. Don't act like you're
Why
special.
aren't there any beans on this very old, frizzy-haired picture of me?
Michael, what does a bean mean?
Jim?
What does a bean mean?
Someone please explain it to Kevin.
Why can't you? My time is just as valuable as yours. Not according to the bean.
So, yeah, that was pretty much...
Okay, thank you for explaining that.
That was when Dwight was trying to get Jim fired.
When he tweeted that at us, I was super fucking confused.
All right, but also, what does a bean mean? Now, I have heard the term flicking the bean. Have you also heard that term?
Oh, yeah.
It just means that chicks like...
I'm a big fan of that Katherine Heigl movie. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's got Gerard Butler.
Nope. Is she the blonde chick from Knocked Up?
Yes, she is.
I was about to say, is it Knocked Up? What is it? This is 40? I don't know. Is she in that one too?
Hold on. Oh, The Ugly Truth.
I've never seen it.
Wow, that's only got a 13% on Rotten
Probably
Tomatoes.
because it's not
Fuck
that
you.
good.
Don't watch it. It's phenomenal.
Maybe.
It's a great movie.
Maybe. But I've heard the term flicking the bean more as like chicks masturbating.
Yeah, it's
and
called
so
playing with
like
your
I
pussy.
would say a bean basically
Diddles.
means a bean basically means shout out Dane Cook. A bean basically means that like it's what you're worth to Jim and Dwight, I want to say.
Well, I would say it is your worth as an office employee.
As an office employee, or
it
your
is a
vagina if you want to
Or-
masturbate.
Not a bean, but beaning someone can also mean hitting somebody in the head in baseball.
AKA pegging. If you play baseball with a tennis ball,
Pegging means
as a
something
kid.
vastly different.
Well, pegging, yeah, that means you get fucked by a strap-on, right?
Yes.
But like back when you were a kid, though, if you played baseball and you played baseball in the backyard, you didn't have a baseball because you want to break all your parents' windows.
No, that's you can peg someone.
That's pegging.
You pegged them.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Pegging.
Okay. Well, I'm saying but you would still call it pegging, probably, right?
Yeah, probably.
Pegging was a rule.
See, I was thinking back then we didn't know what pegging was.
Yeah, you just pegged somebody.
Yeah. Our brains were too innocent. Now that you know what pegging is,
Yeah.
you can't
Yeah.
fucking get that out of there.
Honestly, it's ruined Peggy Hill for me. Really. Like anybody named Peggy, I'm just like, whoa.
But yeah, I guess I guess being is in the context we're assuming you're using it is
Because Matthew
it's
Hadamio
your
went
worth.
to the office trivia night, so he's a big office guy. I get it.
It is your worth as an office employee.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna say.
According to Jim and Dwight.
According to Jim and Dwight. All right, that's it. Or vagina.
Yeah.
One of those
Or
two.
that puss.
So, Pass the Gravy, 5th annual Christmas Spooktacular, Wednesday, December 19th at Packard's Pub, 12001 Richmond Avenue. Weekly D podcast is going to open up for us, which you're going to want to do in a couple of minutes. Is check out the Weekly D podcast after you finish us, because we're a fantastic podcast. Then you want to follow the other podcast.
Yeah, go ahead and finish us off and then finish them off.
Yeah, finish us both off. So that's what you
Finish all.
Just finish us all off. Just finish all of us off, and then after you do that, let us know we finished you guys both off, and then we'll say thank you, because we're just kind people like that. I am at Alex J. Middleton. Pat's at Not Pat Dion. Robert's at Robert Barbosa 03. Pass the Gravy at Pass the Gravy Pod on the whole Twitter sphere. PassTheGravyPod.com. Go use our Amazon banner. You're doing your Christmas shopping. We just want to, go through our link. They just want to know that we created a little bit of traffic from our website to Amazon. They'll give us a teeny tiny little kickback, and that'll help us, pay for the Gravies Awards and all of our live broadcasts, the one live broadcast that we got coming up December 19th, Packard's Pub. Looking forward to it, you guys. Let us know what you think our emoji should be for the okay, cool, pass it. Without that, I don't really have anything else to say. Okay, cool, pass it. And you got anything? No?
Okay, cool, pass it.
Pass it. All right, until next week, pass the gravy, bitches.
My tears got cold, I'm wondering why.